I asked a simple question in my last video. Do you, the audience, want to see every single booth that I find at a trade show? It was a resounding yes, and as a content creator, I do my very best to keep my audience happy. So this is the full 2-hour long video series of every single booth I stopped at IBS. And no, that doesn't stand for Irritable Bowel Syndrome, that stands for International Builder Show. There were over 1,600 exhibitors at this show, but only approximately 60 caught my eye to the point where I wanted to film them and feature them on BYOT. I'm keeping this video as minimally edited as possible with as little voiceover as possible in order to give you, the audience, the most authentic experience at this show. With that said, I broke this video into sections, and the first section is tools.
This is the Carpenter Pencil times 10. We've taken the round and the square, we've combined them and have a patented cam-shaped design and an offset core. Now this is not only going to be your most favorite carpenter's pencil, but it's also your scribing tool. No longer a need for the compass, the washers, the jigs, or the shims. Rotate your pencil to the furthest point of your gap, scribe your line down. Everything between 1/8 and 7/16 is covered, and every nuance in between. We offer 3 different cores. 2 are wax-based, a red and a silver. The silver has a reflective element in it that is good for welders. They can see their scribe through their mask. Both of the wax-based won't wash off on a wet saw. And then we also offer the standard graphite.
There we go, perfect. And I mean, the shape itself, it still won't roll on you, which
Correct.
is nice because your carpenter's pencils won't roll on you.
Yep.
Even if it has that oval shape. It's hard to kind of grasp that on camera, but very cool. And these are readily available now?
Yes, they are. Handyscribe.com.
There we go.
So we got a whole new plumbing lineup here. Dewalt's really trying to get into more trade-specific tools, as you can see. First off, I'll talk about the copper cutters here. Pivoting head on the copper cutters. So if you're cutting above yourself, there's still water in the line. That water is not going to go back into your tool, mess up your motor, cause rust. It'll drop past the tool, not get your tool wet. Another feature I like to bring up, we have a sight glass here. You can turn your light on. If you have a mark on your copper pipe, drop it in, you can see that mark through that sight glass.
Smart.
I'll do a quick demonstration here. Woo! Takes about 2 seconds.
Yes, see how smooth it is. There we go.
And if you do have some burrs on it, walk over to our deburring tool. You can deburr the inside of the pipe. Flip it over, deburr the outside of the pipe.
There we go.
Lot
Perfect.
smoother, makes for an easier connection.
Yep, clean.
On top of that, we do also have a PEX expander. You can put different jaw sizes on here, depending on what size pipe you're working with. Expands your PEX, that way you can put your fitting in and shrink it back down. This is our plastic tubing cutter.
What does it cut up to?
Cuts up to 2 inches,
There we go. Yes.
like butter.
Love it.
And again, with our deburring tool, not only does it do copper, also does PVC.
Even better.
To the outside of the pipe, flip it around, to the inside of the pipe.
This can be. Find more information at dewalt.com.
Yes, find more information at dewalt.com. We have a whole new plumbing lineup. Feel free to check it out.
So this right here is the Plywood Gator. What this is a clamp that turns cutting plywood from a 2-man job into a 1-man job and increases safety. I'll show you how. So what you would do is you would start your cut with your saw, go about 8 inches, then you just simply lock this right on the back. It's going to hold it for you. Now you can take your saw and you can do your cut all the way down to this end, grab the material behind the saw, finish your cut, and now you still got control of this material. It didn't fall and hit the ground. It didn't break your corner out, and it saves you from hitting yourself possibly in the leg or damaging it on the floor. The Plywood Gator fits all plywoods from 1/4 inch all the way up to 1 inch. because of these graduations right here. Also, the Plywood Gator fits on other flat sheet goods.
Yeah, you guys did a great job of like actually incorporating different size material with this. So it's not just for one type of product or one thickness. You can actually incorporate it on a multitude of different materials.
Exactly.
And you said, what was the website again?
It's plywoodgator.com.
There you go.
You can scan the QR to take you right to our website.
So these are mud plugs, drywall repair plugs. So instead of using spackle for those anchor size holes, you take the plug, you throw it in water, use the tool to prep the hole, put it in, it's a 30-second repair, dries in an hour, sand it and paint.
That's simple.
Yep.
Can we see a demonstration?
Absolutely. Excuse me, sir. Take the plug, let it go hang out in the bath for a little bit. You're gonna take your anchor out. We call it the Stingray. Prep the hole.
And as a homeowner, we all know or even as a homeowner or renter, we all have those anchors, those simple drywall anchors that you have to repair over time.
Yep. That's what it's for. About 20 or 30 seconds. Take it out, get it started, and then you take the wing. It acts as a putty knife. Push. Done.
That's simple.
Yep.
And whatever is built into those plugs, it adheres directly to the drywall without anything else added?
Yes, sir. So these were from yesterday. We sanded them up this morning. If you look, you can try to push them through the wall. They've bonded to the hole, and they are part of the wall now. So if you needed to put an anchor, if you needed to put an anchor right next to it, you could.
Yes.
Mud plugs, baby.
Put a little primer on.
Primer
and then,
paint.
And then texture if need be, and then paint. Boom,
Exactly.
done.
Yep.
There we go.
Fast and easy.
What's your website?
www.mudplugs.com.
Hi, I'm Andrew from Washbox, and this is our micro wash station. So this is a closed loop wash station. It's a holding tank for 10 gallons of water. It's got an onboard pump that's powered by an 18-volt tool battery. So if you're doing a new home build where you don't have plumbing and you don't have water, then this is an ideal solution. If you're doing a remodel where you don't want your trades, your paint and your drywall trades and your tiling trades to be washing in the customer's sink, another ideal way for this to work. 10 gallons of water in the holding tank. A pump delivers water pressure to our wash nozzles or our spraying attachments. All of the tools get washed here in this area, and then when the tools have been washed, you drop in one of our capsules. This capsule causes the waste and water to physically separate. What that means is all of the waste material will settle on the bottom and the clean water will float on the top. Through this siphon, we drain the clean water back to the holding tank so it can be reused, and then we unscrew the plug in the middle and wash the slurry waste down through the middle of the tank. And that gets caught in the filter bag underneath.
Oh, okay.
And then you can wrap that up and throw it in the bin.
There we go. Perfect. And what's your website?
Washbox.global.
So this is called the Viper clamp. You can see here that we use kind of a zip tie technology. Zip ties are designed to kind of come through like this, not a perfect circle. We have rotated the lock, re-engineered it so it's way stronger. We can get up over 130 pounds of tension and holding force through that lock, far exceeding anything a zip tie does. You just slip it together, it comes into the lock.
What does a standard zip tie normally have, tension-wise?
A standard zip tie, you know, their lock will hold like 30 pounds. This one will do 130 plus pounds of tension. So, you know, the applications are way exceeding what that will do, and they'll work all the way into automotive, on radiator hose clamps, and drain lines, HVAC, do-it-yourselfer around the house. Being plastic, painted surfaces, vinyl surfaces coming together. You know, you're not damaging all the paint and all that stuff. So, tons of applications for it.
And the reason why you get that strength is because of that ratcheting mechanism?
Yeah, the ratcheting mechanism. So if you look right here, we go through a 4-to-1 reduction ratio on your thumb. So if you put 30 pounds of pressure with your thumb, you're getting 120 out on the band. So you're doing this with no tools required whatsoever. So if you can imagine that you're doing a roadside repair or trying to get behind something, and now you're putting you're getting the clamp on, you're fiddling around with a screwdriver.
With a traditional system right
Yeah,
here.
with a traditional system. With these, you're just getting it on, getting your thumb on it, no tools ever, you know. Anybody can do it. And you just ratchet it down as tight as you need to go. Push as hard as you can, 130 pounds.
And they're a permanent solution, as in you can't reuse them, correct?
No, not reusable. So when you get over 100 pounds of pressure on there, those teeth get so mashed together and tight that when you do release it, which we did a lot of testing on that as well, it damages the teeth. So the next time you come through, you know, the teeth will skip. So you're really a single-use product. It's meant to put it on something tight. No tools required, walk away, never come out. High vibration, heating cycles up to like 210 degrees, 220 degrees. Low pressure like a radiator hose, and just walk away from it, don't come back.
There we go.
You know, these will vibrate loose on us.
And
you
what's
get none
the
of the actual
website?
locks. The website is viperclamp.com.
This here is the Hammerhead snow shovel. It solves the #1 frustration in snow removal, and that's packed snow. After you've driven on your driveway in a rush to get out the door, that packed snow is normally there to stay. That is until you introduce it to the Hammerhead. If you'll notice, we've got some teeth on the top of this shovel. This is a polycarbonate plastic, which is a premium snow shovel plastic. Very durable. We ran over this thing with full-size pickup trucks, and it springs right back to life. But those teeth will penetrate that snowpack, and it just jumps out of the way, basically. You scrape it right down to the concrete or the asphalt, but it also has a little trick up its sleeve. You'll notice we've got kind of a bolt action here. So if you slide these pins, rotate it over, we've also got a straight blade there that now when you want to get up tight against the house or the steps, you want to pull snow out from under your car, you can flip it over. You've got a straight blade. It works great as a snow pusher or a scoop in either position. And then when you're down, when you need to get back to that hard packed snow, because you really want to get that off the driveway early so it doesn't turn to ice, you put the teeth down and you're right back to work. So, and as you use it, like if you get a little nick or anything in that blade, as you use it, it resharpens itself.
Oh, and
actually,
naturally through usage.
Yes.
It actually gets better with use. This blade does.
Yep. So the more you use it, the better it gets.
There we go. And what's your website?
Hammerheadshovel.com. There. Let's
there
get
we
that.
go. I'll B-roll that.
This is GetX. I'm Tim with GetX. After years of beating in battle boards, the wooden system, I just got tired of the waste and the time spent. And actually, we needed a cut-off saw, circular saw, and we needed our drill. Constantly carrying around, dropping in the mud, and it was unsafe cutting wood off our legs to set it up. And then we couldn't reuse it. We had $75 in screws and our wood, and we'd constantly be throwing away in the dumpster. I came up with a T-post that we use a slide hammer now. We pound it in the ground with a slide hammer, and then we set our brackets over the slide T-post. Everything with the T-post, everything you see here in black comes in our nice toolbox to carry from corner to corner on the job. So we eliminated the drill and the circular saw. And now we just have, this is a live setup here actually to scale. This is our mock.
But real quickly, I mean, the best thing about your system is the fact that not only can you level it, but you can also adjust.
And that's what I want to show is I can take this off and adjust it down, tighten, you're set up, you're ready to go. And then your string, instead of undoing a nail or undoing a thread, you simply turn it, and now we can slide the string line without drilling or hammering in a nail. It's quicker, it's easier,
more
less
precise.
waste. A lot more precise. And we're not worried about warpage and twisting out in the field.
Yeah, those things can be out there for days.
Yes,
and you never
and
know
they
who's
get
going to
bad.
potentially hit them.
Yes, exactly.
Is this readily available now?
Yes, it's readily available now. We ship all over. It's called getx.com, and I appreciate your time.
This is called the Panel Express. It's an all-terrain, self-adjusting dolly. When you pick up your material, it lets go. When you drop your material in there, people are using it for glass, granite, marble, drywall, plywood, any kind of sheet goods that you need to move on the job site. And once you have your material in here, you can use this shelf to stack material against the piece you put in there and carry multiple sheets at a time. The shelf gets out of the way for when you want to move it around. When it's empty, you can just pull it around. It has a toolbox option for your mudding tools if you're a drywaller, or if you put extra straps in there. And it's very easy to turn, and it's extremely maneuverable because it has such a small footprint.
Yeah, that's what really gravitated towards me, or what I gravitated towards, is because it's such a compact unit, but it can handle a lot of weight.
Yes. It will carry 700 pounds in the brace, and the total cart is rated for 1,000 pounds. So you can put 700 here, another 300 there, or 500 there, and 500 here.
And where can you find these products? What's your website?
You can find them at www.sawtrax.com.
There you go. Check it out.
So this is Fento, and Fento was introduced to North America a few years ago. They're out of Holland. Beautiful knee pad. Essentially what it does is it takes the pressure off of your knee and puts it on your shin. All the parts are replaceable. You can see here is the insert. You can take these out, wash them in the sink, and when they get wore out, just replace them. Go to Amazon, you can get the parts. Same with the straps. Straps are made out of a cotton versus a polyester, so very comfortable to wear. Essentially, we got a whole line of different products. There's boards, there's large kneeling pads. I can show you when you kneel on them. Very, very comfortable. Self-leveling as well, and just a easy pad to wear and to own. You can see here there's two different sizes as well.
And it's taking the weight off because this is higher than your knee.
Correct.
Pad as well.
Correct. You can also see there's a wedge shape there. And so it just basically ramps up from your knee. So it takes the vast majority of the weight off of your knee and puts it on your shin, which can bear the weight better. And they're about half the weight of a lot of the competitors' products.
Yeah, they're very light. So the fact that you have that much padding and they're so light is definitely impressive, especially when you're using them all day long.
Correct.
So this is Instant Bond, strongest glue in the world. So we got the accelerator and the adhesive. So we'll do a little demo here. So what we'll do is we'll do a little spaghetti bead of the adhesive on one side. Okay. And we'll give the other side a little blast of the accelerator spray. Oh. That dries pretty quickly. So we'll put that together.
Now I've seen CA glues before, but what makes yours different?
So basically the percentage of cyanoacrylate that we have in our products, no other product matches ours. The speed and the strength. Give that a go. They'll never break that apart.
What type of strength do we have?
So this holds about 5,000 pounds tensile strength. We actually just did this about 5 minutes ago. As you can see.
There we go. And the real difference is that percentage of CA that's in your product in comparison to other products on the market.
Yeah. So that's, I'd probably say an extra 30 to 40%. I mean, the other ones are strong too, but our product is pretty much on steroids compared to theirs. So.
Yeah, so if you need a strong CA glue, you know where to find it. And what's your website?
Instant Bond. You can find it at every Lowe's in the U.S. as well as Home Depot throughout the Northeast.
This is Overwrap. It's a synthetic flooring protection. Of course, we talk about temporary protection, but the beauty of this product is that it's so durable, you can last up to 6 months or longer. It's really important to recognize that this product is in the paper space. And what that means is we're in the paper space price bandwidth. So when you compare yourself to paper now, you're looking at something that is waterproof. At the same time, it's absolutely breathable. So your concrete your flooring adhesives, all of these things underneath are going to cure at their absolutely normal rate. Of course, compared to paper, what we have is something that's incredibly strong now. If you look at this versus a builder's paper, you're not going to get this kind of performance out of a builder's paper.
And it lays down much easier than a heavier duty system, correct?
Well, the biggest thing probably is this. If you look at a heavy paper, which this particular product, OW200, is often sold against, you're looking at a 40-pound roll. Now here in place, you have a 15-pound roll, very easy to handle. The beauty of it is it also saves you a lot of space. 3 pallets it takes of that heavy paper. 1 pallet of this product is the same coverage.
Really?
So lighter.
So a lot more square footage per roll.
It's the same square footage, but because it weighs 1/3, you get 3 times the volume in the same amount of space in terms of storage and handling. Now the beauty of it is it does have less memory. So you can put this roll down, you can basically cut the tape to release it. I can kick that roll and it's going to just sail out about 40 feet before it even stops.
It's not going to curl up on you.
Not going to curl up on me. Then the beauty is all I need to do is tape it, seam tape it, and tape it to the perimeter. So we have a floating system to protect the floor finishes where no tape actually has to touch the floor finish. It's floating right now on this floor here, which is concrete, and you can see that it's firm, it's not slipping, it's not sliding. Just tack the periphery with a painter's tape and tack the seams with appropriate tape, and you now have something that's durable, waterproof, and well protected. When you remove this product, unlike a paper product, which is hard and can be abrasive, it scuffs the surface and makes a little scratch, takes the sheen off that surface. Polished concrete guys and really solid floor finish guys don't appreciate that. They have to refinish the floor, reburnish the floor. In this case, you're pulling the overwrap up, no damage to the floor. It's pristine. It's the way you left it as a contractor. Remove the overwrap, walk out the door, and get paid. So we're excited about the product.
And because of the durability, in all honesty, is it reusable also?
So it's absolutely reusable. We have people, interestingly enough, I'm going to add this in this piece, we have people mopping it every day from a durability perspective. So I'm going to bring that in because I would say this, put it on a clean floor, mop it, let it dry, then roll it back up because you don't want to transfer your dirt from one job site to another. It has the durability to be reused, absolutely. Of course, it's also 100% recyclable.
And what's your website?
Website is overwrap.net.
This is an innovative new concept. Essentially what it does is at the end of the day, when you're done with your paint tray, you just put it in the can and it self-empties. Walk away, do all your cleanup, and come back and your paint is all in the can. At the beginning of the day, when you start your day, same idea. Just snap your can
there's actually
onto the tray.
Snap that keeps it in place.
Yeah.
Smart.
Walk away, come back 5 minutes later, and you've got all your paint in the tray ready to use. So don't spill a drop.
You don't have to scrape it clean.
Exactly. Yeah. No brushing out the can. Just ready to go.
That is really nice. And are they pretty comparable in price in comparison to a normal system?
They will be 10 to 20% more, but still under $10 a tray at any retailer.
And you have sleeves that go with them, correct?
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah. So you can replace those. My wife says that's a must-have.
For sure. And what's your website?
www.vinyltrends.com.
This is the Keel-It, and it's going to save your knees and your back when you're doing floor working, specifically lower to the ground floor working. When you're doing tile, ceramic, wood floor planks, floor grinding, comes apart very easily. Everything is toolless as well. You're not going to be finding screws, nuts, bolts. Everything is quick and easy, very simple steps. Multiple different adjustment settings too. Now I have freedom of movement. I'm not locked in here. My hips are good, my knees are good, and I can roll around. I'm troweling, doing any floor work on here. Maneuverability. If I need extra support, if I'm doing work where I'm going to be hunched over my back, I add this attachment. This is the chest support attachment. Again, one clip clips on. Easily adjustable to where I need it to be for my body. Different height adjustments depending on what I need. I can lean forward. Now it supports all that on my back. Freedom of movement, floor grinding as I did. No pressure. Takes it off. One clip, out of the way again. I can reuse it. If I turn it this way as well, you can see I can have the casters down when I want to float around, or I can flip them up and now it's a brake. I can adjust the seat, front and back. I also have 2 different forms of casters as well that can go on these too. Soft, non-marring for nice hard wood. I can then pop these out. I can switch these out for a nylon caster if I'm doing tear outs, garages, concrete floors, really hard caster.
Or if like these wear down over time, you can get a new set.
Correct. We also sell replacement kits as well for them. Or you could buy the kits like this. Different adjustment settings for different types of bodies too. Full freedom of movement, range of motion. Anyone on there. Save your knees and your back and your hips.
There we go.
Yeah.
And what's your website?
You can go to Keel-It.com or you can go to contractorsdirect.com.
This is Fasten Master's new zip clip. Right here is our tool called Gapper. Gaps up to 8 boards at a time. Most accurate decking tool on the market today. Right here, we're going to show it live. Start out, hook your Fuchs board. Hook the front of your gapper. Pop your gappers in. Once your gappers are installed, apply a hand pressure to squeeze your boards together.
Just hand pressure is needed?
Yes, sir, to start before once I drop my clips in. So I'm going to drop my clips in once the hand pressure's been installed. So now once my clips...
Sorry, real quickly, so this is new too. So the clip system
itself,
this is
the zip clip.
Normally you'd have to install these ahead of time, but now with these perfect spacers, they just fit and they don't slip?
Yep, normally you'd have to go board by board, but right now I'm going to do 8 at one time. So I'm going to squeeze the hand pressure once the clips are in. I'm going to come in here. It's just your normal clamp from Home Depot. I'm going to clamp the boards together. All 8 boards are now precisely gapped at just shy of 1/4 of an inch. We come through with our zip stick. We're not standing up. Zip stick finds its home. Install your zips. Once you've inserted all 8 boards, move your gapper back another 8 and you're rolling. 100% perfect deck. Best fastening system on the market today.
And this is new too.
This is the zip stick.
This is the zip stick as well.
Stand-up installation.
So you have 3 new products. You have the actual fastener itself, the attachment to install the fasteners, as well as the gapper.
You have your gapper to gap your boards, your zip clip to secure your boards, and your stand-up tool to save your back.
And is this product readily available yet?
It is available for pre-order right now. It'll be shippable on April 1st.
Okay, at Fasten Master, check it out.
So this is Smart Path from Multi-Home. Quick and easy instant path solution, industrial, commercial uses, residential uses.
Can we see how one is installed?
Yeah, absolutely. All you're gonna do, you're gonna lay your 2x4s down on the ground. You take the pad.
Oh, it's screwed in place, okay.
Yeah, you'll take the pad. You'll lay the pad through the channels right on the back. Put some screws in the back of it. You'll then take it, flip it right over. If you're going to extend, you'll leave one sticking out about 6 inches. Lay down some more pads, lay down some more 2x4s. You can make it as wide and as long as you like. You can attach multiple pads in both directions.
And do you generally use 2 or 3 pads for an 8-footer?
We recommend spacing it out between 18 and 20 inches. You can join laying it on the lip, all made from recycled materials, recycled rubber. Lasts a long time, very durable. Lifts the wood off the ground so water can run underneath. A lot of drainage advantages. Rooftops, commercial uses, all kinds of stuff.
Yeah, and obviously very versatile. You could
It's very versatile.
Yeah, you could do many different types of shapes and sizes around a property.
Yeah.
And what's your website?
You can find it at smartpathsystem.com.
Now you may think that since we're at a construction trade show that there's a lot of tools. Well, there's just not. They are few and far between because the vast majority that you find at the show are construction materials and building products. That is what this show is all about, is every single material that you would possibly find at a residential job site, which is the reason why I love coming to this show. There are so many cool products that I would never know about if I didn't come to this show to begin with. And that's why the next segment of this video series is going to be just building materials.
Well, I'm glad, Brent, you've come to my booth here. So this is rock wall panels that we make in oversized. They're not little pieces like this, but they are flexible like this. And we have like 17 different styles, from tree bark to timber panels to stone to rock walls, natural rock walls. And we molded all these from real rock or real trees.
I mean, it's pretty incredible because normally you have to do this by hand, you're troweling it. I've seen that technique with masonry, but it takes forever and it takes a lot of skill. But this is literally just comes out in a large roll and you just roll it out onto...
That's right. That was my background, making them out of cement. Yep. So I'm very familiar with that. I'm 59, I got a bit older and I'm like, that's too hard. That's too hard. So we take molds of the real rock and like you said, they roll up. So they arrive on site in a big ugly roll, 9 foot long by, this diameter. You can have like a bunch of them on one pallet, so shipping's pretty cheap. And next thing, you have 3 hefty guys. You lift the panel up, you have a staple gun handy, boom, 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 and now you've covered that whole area. 130 square feet in a few minutes.
And what's your standard size?
All different sizes, because we molded this from a pecan tree. So this one's 13 foot tall by 6 foot wide. This one here, our biggest seller, is 18 feet. The Malawi panel, 18 feet by, it's actually a little over 7 feet, it's nearly 8 feet.
And this one's 14 by 9.
14 by 9, comes in all these different colors.
And you can cut it down to size if need be.
Oh, look at this, mate, I've got to show you. You can cut it with a knife. You literally can cut it with a knife, so. It's not easy. There's parts of it. It's good when you have someone, thank you, Benny, someone pull on the other side, and look at that, goes through like butter then.
Yeah, I mean, the fact that you don't have to actually use a saw for it either, that's nice. Even with a sharp razor blade, I'm sure you get through it pretty easily.
You need the leverage, so you need a good handle. Okay. But a sawzall's good. A little oscillating Dremel type tool.
Multi-tool, yep.
Multi-tool,
That's
they're
perfect.
fantastic. Yeah.
And where can you find the product?
Universal Rocks. We make it in Dallas, Texas, and it's...
There we go.
Hello, my name is Jason. I am with Edco Products. Edco is a steel siding and steel roofing manufacturer. We've been in business for 80 years. We are based in Hopkins, Minnesota, and we are showcasing our steel roofing panel. This panel is our slate profile. We have this profile and our profile that mimics the look of cedar shake. We put on 6 clips per panel. With 6 clips, you get 200 miles of wind rating. So this particular roofing survived Hurricane Ian down in Florida. Not one bit of damage. The panels have locks on all 4 sides. There, and over there. So when they install, they hook, and then they hook, and then they screw across the top. $200 miles of rating. 22 colors. This is a stone enhanced color.
And it's stamped, correct?
And it's all stamped, 9 different variants of different paint colors and coordinations. One thing, I've been working for Edco for 18 years, and when I approach a home, I see the siding. I see the landscaping, I see the windows, I see the trim. Very seldomly do my eyes go up. Until I started working with this panel, my eyes go up and I notice the roof every time. This roof is stunning.
What kind of warranty does it have?
Lifetime product to the original owner. Just the fade on the paint alone, just the fade alone is 35 years.
And what's your website?
EdcoProducts.com, EDCO.
So this is our Woodmark collection built on diamond coat siding. It's an innovative new product. We have 5 unique wood grains on 2 different substrates. So this is our lap siding, again, built on diamond coat. We've got our rigid stack here that's featured today. What that does for us is it creates that unique reveal. It's also easier for installation. So you have the 7 1/4 inch reveal. One person can handle a 16-foot piece of siding by themselves, which is an amazing offering.
Yeah, I mean, it seems not only extremely durable, but it also looks quite beautiful as well. And how repeatable is it in terms of pattern?
Yeah, in terms of how unique this product is, it's the most innovative in the market. We have 20 unique wood grain patterns in 5 different colors. So you can build a wall that's at least 16 feet long by 10 feet high, and you'd never see the same wood grain pattern again.
Really?
Yeah.
Wow, that's pretty amazing. And is this product readily available now?
Yeah, we distribute nationwide at your local lumber yards, or you can visit diamondcoatsiding.com to see more.
There we go.
So this product is Cham Clad. It is an engineered recycled rigid PVC. It's made in Canada. It's super durable. What's great is this product is a 12-inch panel. It has so many options. This is our seamless look. It can also be paired with a board batten. It can work as fascia, columns, and beam wraps. You can, over around the corner here, this is our batten trim with the 12-inch panel. There's so many looks that this can do. So what makes this panel great is being made from 100% recycled PVC. It's super durable. The films that we put on them are resistant to UV rays and heat buildup, as well as acid rain and salt spray. So this product has Miami-Dade testing. It's up for Best of Outdoor Product in the International Building Show. We're super proud of that. You buy the panel from Cham Clad and you can pick any color that it comes to. One of the great features about our films is that they are texturized, don't have a lot of repeat patterns, so you get a really true, authentic, realistic look on your project.
Yeah, it does. It feels
with the
very
texture,
real, which is
does.
nice because I've seen PVC products before and you can automatically tell they're PVC.
Yeah.
I
So-
couldn't immediately with that product.
Yeah, matte finish is huge. You don't want that shine so that it doesn't look plasticky at all. And even compared to a lot of other products that are actually true wood, this is maintenance free. So you're not going to get peeling, you're not going to get blistering or any twisting like you do as wood dries out. So great product with low maintenance.
And is there a color fade warranty at all?
So we have a 50-year warranty. It's a true 20-year solid no fade warranty, and then it's just prorated after that. But these films in Europe have been in the window and door industry for over 50 years. So these products have been around for a long time.
Amazing. And what's your website?
So our website is chamclad.com.
Yeah, this is our new sheathing product called Easy Sheath. Effectively what we were trying to do is fill a big unmet need in the marketplace, which is a structural insulated sheathing that was able to accept cladding and windows without having to put additional furring or window bucking on the house.
So this is taking the replacement of your OSB or plywood, correct?
That's correct. So the OSB, this replaces your OSB. It provides you with a structural to allow to address shear. And then we have a facer that allows it to accept siding and windows.
What type of layering process is there on the side?
Yeah, so we put a polymer facing on the back and on the front. And the polymer facing that's on the back side of this panel provides your shear value for your building. And on the front side, we put the same 1/32 of an inch polymer on the face that provides the nailable surface. The additional benefit to that is it provides you with an air barrier and a water barrier all in one.
That's pretty incredible. And you also said that you saw initial or further benefits with the fact that when you screw into this, creates a mechanical bond.
Yeah, that's correct. So when you nail your nail through the siding or through the window, and it gets through both layers, the nail actually has a mechanical bond to the shank itself to this face layer, which then doesn't allow water in, and it does also has very good pull value, so it doesn't allow the nail to pull out. So this gives you high wind value and mechanical fastening for windows and wind value for siding claddings.
That's amazing. And is this readily available now?
It is launching now as we speak at IBS, readily available soon.
There we go. Check it out.
So this is our new series that's coming out sometime in mid-April. So we have two options here in the My Design and then the color option. The color option here uses the RAL color codes. So basically any color that exists that has the 4-digit RAL colors can actually be recreated on a profile for wall applications. So like you said, for showers, can be made to match those existing colors. And then the My Design option gives us the ability to actually scan a graphic and put a graphic on these. So like a wood grain tile or a marble mosaic, we can actually put those images on the profile so that you get a really seamless look.
So it matches perfectly.
Exactly, yeah. So there's a little bit of setup time with these, obviously some approvals on colors and graphics, and then they can be produced. So those are all coming out, like I said, mid-April. We'll have more information to come on those, but we really wanted to sneak peek it at the Builder Show this week.
Yeah, I mean, it's truly amazing that what the possibilities are endless really in this application.
Absolutely,
Nice.
especially when you think about
really modern and bold choices, or if we get into the corporate side and we need to try and match somebody's corporate colors, as long as there's a RAL code, then we can do that. So this is our new design line niche. So what this is a full aluminum niche that is powder coated with our trend line package. So it'll coordinate directly to your shower drains and your profiles. And what it does is it gives you a fully finished niche. So no tile work, no siliconing, no caulking or grouting to do. It's a finished unit. And it's adjustable in depth so that you can actually not only waterproof it in, but you can adjust the depth to create some different looks. You can actually leave a little bit of reveal, or you can adjust it to the depth of your tile and it'll self-perform as like a jolly profile would to cover the edge of the cut tile for you as well.
Yeah, because there's all different types of tile thicknesses, so
Exactly.
you can even it out as neatly as you want.
Yeah, it could be a really thin mosaic, it could be a really thick stone, and you're able to adjust the depth to fit that.
Yeah, and the fact that you never have to worry about those water intrusion issues, which are time consuming and tedious to get right in the first place if you're doing it traditionally.
Absolutely. So we'll have a full 9-color palette of the powder coated finishes, and then the 3 different sizes. Basically, there's a 1 foot and a 2 foot and a 4 foot option.
There we go. And what's your website?
www.schluder.com.
So this is one of our mini brackets that we're about to launch in our Outdoor Accents Essentials collection. Basically, we're expanding. If you look around, you'll see other outdoor accents that we've had in multiple other collections that are around. The Sage system is what we have up here. But this is an expansion of our Essentials. It's basically a lot of our connectors that you probably already know if you're out building decks today, but you normally see them in our zinc coating, right? We have our Z-Max, which is built for the outdoors. It has better moisture resistance, and it's built to last a long, long time. But now you can have them in black. So if you have a raised deck that you're going to see from underneath, once deck boards are on top, this little display you're not really going to notice. But if you have a walkout basement, something else you want to look up, you want a better looking deck, now these products are there for you, and they'll help hold your structure together. So safer, stronger, moisture resistant, and will last a long time and look good doing it.
Yeah, I mean, as someone who's built a lot of decks in the past, and I have a overhead deck at my own home, I always thought that it's unsightly with that galvanized bracket, but this does make it much more seamless and beautiful on the underside of your deck now.
Yeah, well, and I'm glad to hear that you have had the connectors under there, because that's going to make your deck safe for everybody to enjoy for a long time. But now that you can have them this powder coated black, it's a nice durable coating. We have a lot of fasteners that came out with it too. So you'll notice actually some of these as well are these flathead, so they can get nice and close so they don't stand out. So again, just everything to make your deck look that much better in more enjoyable space and safe for a good long time.
And what's your website?
www.strongtie.com.
So this is our Belgard Artforms modular panel system. So if you take a look, we've got a little 3D rendering of what this looks like. These are so one of these is basically this right here. Exactly. Correct? Yep. Okay. So we have these channels, and we have stainless steel hardware that goes into these channels to bolt all these pieces together mechanically. Super flexible. You can make anything from planter boxes and benches to a whole outdoor kitchen set. However, new this year is our new papyrus texture Artforms product. So if you look, it's got that nice, modern, kind of handcrafted look that really adds some design flexibility when it comes to an outdoor space. And so, for example, with this type of scenario, why would someone go with this system in comparison to others? Number one, it's going to have that nice, contemporary, modern look. Number two is speed and ease of installation. So provided you kind of design your space to the product, you're going to be able to put this together very quickly. You're going to be able to put this together, and it's going to be very structurally sound, and definitely a huge advantage over traditional methods of building an outdoor kitchen. Yeah, as well as the fact that you'd never have to worry about this degrading over time. Correct. Due to the weather, due to the fact that it's a substantial product. Absolutely, and with some easy cuts, you could put our elements inserts in there, or a grill, or if you've got some type of smoker or whatever, anything in the outdoor kitchen you could use. Yeah, so you just use those channels to bolt things together, correct? Exactly. Okay, nice. And is this product readily available now?
It is. It's readily available. You can find more about it at belgard.com.
This is a drift window. It extends all four sides. As you can see right here, it's extended, but as you can also see, it's got brackets and it doesn't extend any further out. Your body can't fit through or head can't fit through, even for children. So it's a very safe window. It ventilates on all four sides, north, south, east, and west. So in a high rise, you can get great ventilation with it. It's all motorized, so there's no effort on your part to push the window out like a typical casement window.
And that's the beauty of it, is that normally with a window this size, you never be able to get ventilation through.
Right, yeah.
Yet you get a ton of ventilation with a system like this.
Yeah, that's exactly right. With a lot of the casement or even the awning type windows, you're going to get ventilation from one area only, and if the breeze is going the wrong direction, you really don't get much. This way, the window stays vertical. You also get the view from the outside and the inside on all four sides. There's no distortions or anything like that. I don't know if you've seen how it retracts in.
It's all motorized.
Just a push of the button. Slowly comes in.
Are these readily available now?
Oh, absolutely. From www.medawindows.com.
Hi guys, I'm Shelby Hall. I serve as the VP of Operations at Fortified Structural Solutions, and we are changing the why and how you build here in the US. So we offer a fortified building material that replaces your framing and your insulation. We have walls, floors, and roof solutions, so it is the entire building envelope. This is a solution for communities that are experiencing natural disasters like hurricanes, tornadoes, fires, earthquakes. You are installing the panels quick and easy on the job site, applying concrete, and then you have a fortified structure that's going to withstand over 200-mile-per-hour winds, debris impacts, and as the manufacturers, we know that this is a new and innovative solution to the U.S., even though the technology has been around for over 30 years here in the U.S., but is used around the world. And we're supporting builders, architects, and engineers.
Yeah, the nice thing is that you don't form the walls. You literally just shotcrete it out, and it has to be, what, 2 inches thick?
An inch past the mesh.
Okay.
So a minimum of an inch past the mesh. Typically it's pneumatically applied, but the panels can be installed multiple applications. They're a great embed material for precast wall systems. You can form and pour the panels as well. They can be used as infill with metal frame solutions. So really the sky's the limit. There's so much
because you're getting your insulation requirements too at the same time as you're installing.
And the benefit of that is that your insulation, your EPS, is fully encapsulated and protected by the concrete. So you're not going to get any pests in there. It's not going to degrade over time. Your thermal value, your thermal R value, which is why you're using the panels in the first place, is going to stay intact. And the life cycle of your build is, 75 to 100 years, which is significant.
And what's the website?
Our website is www.fortifiedstructuralsolutions.com.
And we're showing our Vario Pocket with a very new feature this year, which is called Push to Soft. It's a dual soft close with a push to open. So you can have the door lined up with your jamb. You push on it, it comes out. You got your soft close. And on the other side, you're gonna have your soft open.
That's pretty slick, because normally you don't get all three at once, correct?
Exactly.
And does this aluminum channel come with the system as well?
All of it. So these are the aluminum studs. It's our aluminum channel, which means you can cut it to size on site, and it's flexible in height and width. So one SKU fits all door sizes.
There we go. And is this readily available in the States now?
It's already available in the States through our website, FalkensteinDoors.com, or through our distribution with Woodgrain and Huddick.
There we go.
Door walls of Troy. This is wood fibers mixed with Portland cement and is laminated into making a 12-inch wide panel. Each panel is 6.5 foot wide by 9.5 foot tall. Each panel links together, and each panel has a 4-inch by 6-inch vertical channel at either end. So when you put the panels together, you have a 6 by 8-inch open cell. Each panel goes in place, then we put the roof trusses up in place and tie the roof truss in with the Simpson strap. Once all the wall panels and the Simpson straps with the roof trusses are in place, then we pour concrete in. The concrete then travels in the top ring beam, 6-inch by 8-inch, into this vertical channel. And then we link now this roof truss to the ring beam to the wall panels down to the foundation. So we structurally link the entire foundation to the walls, to the roof structure, all the way around to the other end of the house. Each panel is non-combustible, zero flame spread, zero smoke developed by Underwriter's Laboratory, antimicrobial, antifungal by Accugen, or impervious to the extra elements. No termites could eat through it, no dry rot.
And you don't install drywall on it either.
You can install drywall. We prefer the plaster finish, brown coat, finish coat of plaster. Makes it very nice. We have the flexibility of putting siding, plaster, or stone veneer, brick veneer on the exterior side. It works out very nicely.
Yeah, I'm sure install is a breeze in comparison to a traditional
You
framing.
eliminate the framing, the insulation, the structural sheathing, the waterproofing, the lath. So you eliminate all those trades. By eliminating those trades, you eliminate a lot of manpower and a lot of extra cost. The panel has a thermal value of an R20, but in real life it's actually much greater because of each layer is actually encapsulated, so you're trapping that air from escaping out. So you end up with an actual real life R value of 30 to 35.
Oh wow. Okay, perfect. And what is your website?
Website, visit thewallsoftroy.com or thewallsoftroy.com.
Oh.
So this is Nichiha fiber cement. So this is a clip system fiber cement panel. It's a universal clip system. So all the different panels and profiles will use the same clips to install on the wall. We have a lot of different varieties of options, from anywhere from a brick to a stone to a wood. So when you're designing your house and you're looking for multiple looks on the house, you can get multiple different looks and profiles with the same product, using the same installation hardware, multiple colors. We also will do custom colors. So if you're looking to match something, all we need is a paint chip. We can do a custom color for that product. Has a nice metal finish system, so all of your corners, you can see that over here, all of your corners and your Z flashing and everything, we can custom coat, same color for that metal. So you get the same nice complete finish. Vintage wood, what you just looked at here, that's the most popular profile that we sell. Have 7 different colors in that product, poplar being the newest color. We also just came out this year with vintage wood smooth. So architects, builders, they've been using vintage wood, they like it, and they said, hey, coastal markets, we need something with a smooth finish. Same product, same groove in it, but that smooth finish.
Okay.
Can be used interior or exterior. It's designed for exterior, but great for interior use. You can also use it for soffits. So if you want that wood look as a soffit, it's a very good product to do that with as well.
Yeah, that's beautiful. And why would you go with something like this versus a traditional system? Like, what are the benefits?
So typically when you're looking at a house, typically a house will have lap siding on it and then accent pieces. Usually it's in brick or stone or stucco. Well, in order to do that, you've got to bring in multiple contractors to do all these different products. With the Nichiha system, the same person installing the lap siding on the house can come in and install all our panels. So you eliminate the contractors, you have one contractor coming in, so they're not fighting over timing or anything else. They can do it all at one time.
That is very nice. I didn't think about that. And how many finishes do we have in terms of like number approximately? I know you said different colors. There's multiple color options that are endless because you need custom colors. But in terms of like patterns, how many are there? If you don't, I can cut that out if you don't have that answer.
I'm trying to think real quick. I mean, we've got wood, brick. We've got multiple concrete options. We've got Tough Block, which is sort of designed to look like a EFIS installation. It's got that same finish. So you're probably looking at upwards of 12 to 15 different profiles currently.
Yeah.
We're always adding new profiles. We're always looking for what's hot and new for the building industry. We're adding new colors all the time. And then with the custom colors, again, that used to be limited to about 2 products. We keep adding products to that as well that we can do custom colors in as well. So.
And what's your website?
Website is nichiha.com.
So this is our Canyon Ridge Modern with black laminate inlays. So one of the really cool things that we do here at Clopay is we do a lot of innovation of testing new products. And one of the ways we came up with this product is we actually tested it in real wood 2 years ago at this show. And we got the designer and the consumer and the builder perspective. They loved this design. And so now we're actually adding it to our Canyon Ridge product line, which has the look of wood, but not the upkeep. We actually have this composite in here, which really makes it great for the homeowner.
Yeah, I mean, it also gives you that that larger thermal barrier too, with the fact that it doesn't have real wood, correct?
Absolutely. You have a definite, you have a really good way to have that barrier there still, but you do have less upkeep. That's the biggest thing with the wood there.
There we go. And this is readily available now?
This is actually not out yet.
Oh,
We're going
okay.
to be, so you're getting a sneak peek. You're getting a sneak peek into our next Canyon Ridge Modern lineup.
Do we know when it's going to be available?
This spring. It's coming spring-summer time frame, yeah.
Clopaydoor.com?
Clopaydoor.com.
This is C-Power. It brings power to the panels, and it allows you to use function to change the design of your door. You want to add natural light to your door? You can do that. You want privacy and security? You can do that too. If your garage looks like mine, you might want to keep it so people can't see inside, but every once in a while when you clean it up and you want to show it off to the neighbors that you actually do clean up your garage, hey everybody, check out my awesome space. If you've got collector cars or something like that, or a party, we also see a lot of people using it for mixed use. Let's say you use your garage as a gym. You don't want everyone to see your gym equipment, but when you're working out, you want to have the light coming in. So you have the ability at the click of a switch to change the look of your home and the function of your door.
Yeah, I'm assuming that the clear version provides a little bit more natural light in the space.
Absolutely, you get that natural light in there, but you got to think, sometimes when the sun is coming down, you get that glare. The glare goes away. So from your home's perspective, you can change the way that the lighting in your garage works, depending on the time of day. There's a lot of great commercial uses for it too. Think about restaurants. You want to have that security in the evening. You don't want everyone seeing in. So there's a lot of uses for this technology. Plus, bringing power to the panels really opens up all the possibilities in the future. We're going to be looking at LED. So you want to have your house ready for Christmas? Push a button, you get red and green lights. You want to have lights inside your garage when the door is open? You can use this as a lighting source. Instead of blocking light like a traditional garage door, you could potentially use this to glow bright on your car. So the possibilities are endless, and bringing the powers to the panels is it's our patented technology, and it's what really sets us apart. This door got a lot of attention today, but it also got a lot of attention from the folks at IBS. We're nominated for Product of the Year. We actually won last year with our Vertistack door, which is a different product, but we're ready to do it again this year with C-Power.
And is it readily available yet?
It will be available at the end of March. So it'll be just a few weeks and you'll be able to order one for your home too.
Clopaydoor.com?
Clopaydoor.com, check it out.
What we have here is our Sagirev, which is used for ceilings, soffits, interior walls and ceilings. We've got an 8-inch profile that's a little bit wider. Then coming down, we have our 6-inch profile, which is probably our most popular. And then we have our 4-inch profile as well. And all these come in our 50 different finishes that we have available. So with this, we've got all the trims and accessories to go with it. We have our aluminum battens to kind of work as accessories for sunshades and privacy screens. And then we have our Sagiwall that comes in a 6-inch profile, and that comes in a 1/2-inch gap, or in a V groove, so a little bit tighter, more cleaner lines from plank to plank.
This is more for siding, correct?
You got it. That would be for exterior siding. You can run this horizontally like we have here, or you can run it vertically, whichever you prefer. We've got 50 different finishes to choose from, as we have here in the plaque, and you can see everything from wood grains to solid finishes and everything in between.
There we go. And what type of color warranty do we have for some
Great
of
question.
this?
So on the warranty, we got a 50-year fade-free warranty.
Really?
So
50 years?
50 year. So when I started with the company, we had a 25-year warranty. On the 25th anniversary, we went to one of the first-year projects, seen there was no change, and then we announced we were going to go with a 50-year fade-free warranty.
Yeah, I mean, this product right here looks absolutely gorgeous, and it really doesn't have that generic look of a fake faux look.
No, to your point, one of the things that we're known for is that with the different types of films we have, you get a different texture. So the texture gives you the different depth and look and feel of a real wood without any of the maintenance. So there's no caulking, there's no staining, nothing of that sort. So it's really maintenance free. Some products will say it's maintenance free, but you do require some upkeep, or there's something. You don't require that at all with our product lines. It's simple, easy to install, and versatile in different atmospheres, whether you're on the coast by the ocean or in a hot desert climate or just dealing with hot and cold temperature swings. It's good for either or.
And what's your website?
www.sagipernorthamerica.com.
Yeah, so this is Safer Wood, exterior rated, fire retardant treated wood products. It meets ignition resistant requirements, which satisfies the International Building Code, California WUI Code, Colorado Wildfire Resiliency Code, and allows wood to stay part of the conversation when specifying products in WUI zones and fire hazard severity zones. It's a pressure impregnated one-time permanent treatment that's rated for exterior use, and these are just examples of what happens when you put a torch to the wood, direct contact at 1600 degrees for between 10 and 30 minutes. It doesn't allow combustion to spread or smoke to develop.
So a torch was placed on actual wood, but yet it still did not fully combust.
Right. In this case, you can see where the torch made contact, it flattened out, created a circle, but wherever the fire touched the wood is only where the wood darkened. Doesn't allow spread of flame, doesn't allow smoke development, and after 30 minutes on Western Red Cedar, it did not penetrate the material.
That is truly amazing. And have you seen a real-life test in a wildfire yet with your product?
Yeah, we've been doing this since 1981, and there have been examples, particularly in California, where we've been operating the longest, where structures that had our material on the outside of it didn't burn down, and the houses around them did. So.
And it's made of real wood.
It's always real wood, made safer wood.
That's amazing.
Yeah.
What's your website?
Our website is saferwood.com.
What you're looking at is climate resilient building materials based on magnesium cement technology. So fire resistant, storm resistant, mold resistant, pest resistant. Unfortunately, we live in a changing world. And so the homes that we live in, the schools we go to school in, the places we work need to be built to higher standards. Here at Zs2, we have proprietary magnesium cement products based on our made in North America science that provide that protection, but they're also cost effective. And we integrate them into prefabricated panels to reduce on-site labor and get you in your home faster.
What is the standard size? I'm assuming they're more exterior panels. So what is your standard thickness for the panel itself?
Yeah, the Zs2 Tech panel can really be any thickness depending on energy efficiency requirements, R-value requirements. Usually the panels are about 10 feet by 4 feet in terms of total dimension, but they're customized. So don't think of us as standard size. We're actually going to take your designs for your house and we're going to panelize it, build it in the factory, be the structural envelope, but it's going to be customized to build your beautiful home.
And what's the true benefit of utilizing a system like this in comparison to a traditional framing structure? Other than speed, obviously.
Yeah. Well, structurally insulated panels, or SIPs as they're commonly known, have been around for 80 years. And the benefits is really about energy efficiency, that thermal envelope around the house. So your R value, U value, less airflow. So that saves the homeowners significant air conditioning costs, heating costs if you're in Canada.
But it's also because they're prefab and built in the factory, you're going to reduce on-site labor. So your house construction time is significantly reduced. The newest piece of the puzzle for all homeowners, especially in the United States and in Canada, is now significant insurance savings, because by integrating the fire-resistant magnesium cement boards, our tech board, into the SIP construction, you now have a fire-resistant home, a storm-resistant home. And insurance companies are recognizing that and providing insurance savings. With our structurally insulated panels, think of us as we're replacing the framing, the insulation, and the sheathing in an all-in-one package. But again, it's custom. It's custom to the design, so saving labor. But the initial costs are comparable with framing. The savings are the labor, the energy savings ongoing, and now the insurance savings owing to the climate resilience of the materials.
And what is is there a standard size in terms of, not thickness, but size of the panels themselves?
Yeah, ideally for height, 10 feet or lower is beneficial, but now for industrial projects we can do, if it's commercial construction, up to 40 feet.
Okay, wow, okay, up to 40 feet, there we go. And what's your website?
So website, come visit us, www.Zs2Technologies.com. That's Z or Z if you're in the United States.
This is the Activewall gas strut window. It's a product manufactured in Martinsville, Virginia. It is perfect for indoor-outdoor entertaining. They're made with thermally broken aluminum, insulated glass, and concealed struts. And just open it up. It creates a perfect pass-through for outdoor entertaining.
Yeah, because the fact that, where do you see these normally function? In the kitchen?
So homeowners love putting these between their kitchen and their patio or their grilling area. We also see these in restaurants, bars, colleges, especially college dining halls have these, because you can have that great indoor-outdoor experience for anyone to enjoy.
And what are there standard sizes?
So everything we make at Activewall is fully customizable. So we can go up to 10 feet wide. You can get any color. We can do different glazing effects. So we'd love to do a custom quote for you. You can visit us at activewall.com for more information.
We produce building blocks for adults. This is an 8-inch block made of polyurethane foam. So actually, this is our mold. So this is how we are able to produce our ICF block. This is a highly mobile system. We're able to put 6 of these on a landscaping trailer, and you can take these anywhere in the world and make your block there on site, hence the name. So
how long does it take to make one press?
One press takes about 10 minutes. So with a set of 6 molds, you can make a block every 1 minute and 45 seconds. If your crew is moving as fast as I do. So.
Okay,
Of course. So you get R23 in our 8-inch block and R19 in our 6-inch block. And we do a concrete post and beam structure. So you're able to save on the amount of rebar and concrete and labor you're using when you build with ICF.
How does this help the homeowner? Why does this make it easier on the contractor?
Well, from the homeowner's perspective, you're getting all the benefits you get with an ICF home. You're getting a thermally insulated home. You're getting a sound insulated home. You're building with concrete. So from a point of view of durability and resilience, you're getting a product that's going to last a lifetime. From a contractor's point of view, with our mold system, which we license out to builders to make their own blocks, we allow you to save money by making your own blocks on your own time, on your own schedule, save on shipping, save on the markup I'm going to put on your block, so you're able to build in your schedule with our block. That's our benefit.
So you're able to license the molds, but you're also able to purchase the blocks themselves?
Exactly. Yeah, we will sell you any way that works for you. 8-inch block, you can do a 1,500 square foot house in about a day with 2 people. So it's fast like Lego.
What is your website?
Our website is www.onsite-icf.com.
This is from Japan and made of Japanese cedar. And we don't use any nails and screws for this joint. We can just put it to connect the columns and beams.
And this can be used interiorly as well as exteriorly?
Yes, anything. You can use as a trailer house, tiny house, ADU, or any apartment or house, anything. for a
And
restaurant. Yeah.
Is it very easy to assemble?
I assembled this unit with one more person. It took only 2 hours.
This whole unit right here?
Yeah.
That's very impressive. There's standard sizes available?
Yeah.
I'm
it
assuming
can
there's
be-
restraints on how long these beams can be, correct?
Okay, so the beams can be like 30 or 38 feet. I think.
Is the premise just it's easier to build with this product in comparison to a traditional American system?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Perfect. And what is your website?
Website, you can search in Cltcell Unit, and then you can search on YouTube Cltcell Unit. Yeah, you can see what's going on, and then you will know how we build this unit. And
not fully available yet in the States, but hopefully in the near future?
Yeah.
Yes.
Of course.
Looking for distribution. There we go.
Our product is called VentGrid. It's a range screen system that goes behind your cladding. We have a number of applications, but our most popular application is our roof or sidewall. And the way it works is you sort of start with a ventilated J, and it kind of looks like this. I got a little piece here. And that keeps the bugs out and allows moisture to escape. And
so just it's sitting right here underneath your roofing shingles or your roofing material.
That's right. And then you use that as a starter strip, and then our product, the VentGrid, actually comes in a 4x8 sheet that drops inside, and you go up whatever it is, either a roof or sidewall application, and then you put your cladding over top. If you end up coming up against openings or valleys or whatever, you can just score it and snap it to get around. So it's super easy, super quick to install. And like I said, we do a lot of this for under cedar. It's terrific because it has such a high compressive strength.
And because you have these nice little feet, it really doesn't put too much pressure on one point on the roof itself, the membrane.
Yeah, there's that. What's unique about this rain screen system is most of the other ones kind of have this 3D plastic latticing mesh stuff, and it compresses. And this is, to our knowledge, the only one that's completely incompressible. We've tested it up to 8,000 pounds per square foot. So you're not going to compress this product at all, and people love it. So you can put it underneath, and you can walk on top of this stuff. You don't have to worry about damaging your cladding. It's going to be there forever. On our sidewall, if you swing around over here, you can see you can have clapboard or shingles. In many jurisdictions, having that gap is actually a regulatory requirement. Yep.
And what's your website?
www.ventgrid.com.
So this is a printed brick effect, and we print onto a fiber cement panel. And the advantage of this is it's built for speed. It goes on the wall very, very fast. You fix it just like siding. And I think one of the cool things is that you fix through the pointing joints. And I think you're going to tell me you can't see a fixing. Actually, it's a fun game to play if you think you can find a fixing.
It is one of those products that I really am having a hard time finding the joint lines,
Exactly.
which is normally very easy to find with faux products.
So the key thing about this system is exactly what you said. You can't see the fixings, and the joints are very discreet. It comes in panels. You can put up to 160 bricks on the wall in one panel, so it goes really, really fast. And the advantage is we can print any color, any texture of brick, and so you can see some of the examples here. The corners are another great feature of the system because this is where brick effect systems really fall down. We can supply corners preformed for speed, so we can supply you with a preformed corner panel, or you can fit corners on site as well as site miters. And as you can tell, you can do external corners, window reveals, and at the same time, the system has the ability to do features as well. So this system was born in the UK. The UK is a predominantly brick market, and so typical things that you see out there are different types of brick bonds, different brick patterns, projecting brick details. I don't know if you can see some of the features there. And so the idea is that not only is this fast, it delivers a lot of brick detailing and aesthetic versatility, basically.
Yeah, and it really does feel like real brick. I came up to this right away, and it feels like real brick.
I'm glad
it's
you
not
did
a
that.
faux brick that you can immediately say, oh no, that's fake.
That's right. And actually that's because it has a lot of natural material in it, including crushed brick. So it's very authentic in feel, yeah.
Is there a warranty for this product yet?
So we're just entering the US market. It has a design life in excess of 60 years. It's been through very extensive durability testing. It's non-combustible, doesn't burn, and it's totally weatherproof. So you can apply it exterior. You can also apply it inside. So it's great for feature walls.
Yeah, for accent walls.
Exactly, accent walls, fireplaces. Because it's non-combustible, you can use it around fireplaces. So it's very, very versatile. Yeah.
Do you have to install a weather barrier still exteriorly?
Yes. And
I figured as much, but I just wanted to ask the question.
Yes, you do. Yeah, yes, you do. And when you're applying it on sort of multi-story buildings, then you use it with a cavity. Here, for example, is a panel-to-panel joint. That is pretty discreet.
That's it right there.
Yeah.
That's
and
pretty impressive.
Every panel, between each panel, you seal the panels using silicon. So we have a special range of color-matched silicons that makes that very easy to achieve. But that's essentially what creates the weather-tight barrier between panels, right?
And what's your website?
It's mauerwall.com.
This is our version of a hurricane-rated door we decided to build. 18 foot by 8 foot. This is a 1,700-year-old redwood tree on the face of this. Then, we do it with a honeycomb core. And so...
And how heavy is this door? You said it was
this
actually...
door is 600 pounds.
Which is actually not that much in comparison to how big and massive this thing is.
No, it's 3 3/4 thick. And we have a pivot point of only 9 inches. So I'm not like in the middle of this door, we're just on the edge. Because the way this structure is built, you can't rack this door. We're doing the LACMA Museum. 13-4 tall, 115-inch wide stainless doors, and my pivot point's only 4 inches. It's just the whole construction, the way we build it and whatnot.
And it's light because of that honeycomb center core?
It's light, but the strength is just absolutely incredible. I mean, you can't penetrate this door.
Which is why it can also be, it's also hurricane rated.
Correct. Yeah.
That's amazing. And you guys do custom sizes, obviously, from the very small to the very big?
We'll do a 3070 paint grade door up to, I've got 25-foot doors, 7 foot wide in Coral Gables pivot doors there. But yeah, we go what material, what size, we don't care. Whatever the customer wants is what we can build.
If you need a hurricane door, this is your choice. What's your website?
It's www.hex Core, I'm thinking of the Instagram, hexcores.com.
Hexcores.com. There we go. Check it out, guys. Up for Best in Show.
This is the Mapei complete shower system. So you know us by our mortars and our setting materials and our waterproofings for the most part, but we have now introduced a complete shower system to the industry. We're proud to say that we have our very own lightweight, rigid, impact-resistant board for our walls. We've got that product in 5 different thicknesses. You can get that in both 3x5s as well as 4x8s. That comes...
Now, is there a reason why we have so many different thicknesses, just based upon needs of a project?
It would be the needs. So we've got the 1/4 inch and the 1/2 inch. It's going to take care of most of the needs from a residential standpoint. When you get into the commercial aspect, a lot of fire ratings require that you have a 5/8. And then we also have the 1 inch and the 2 inch. Mostly for building partition walls and vanities and things of that nature. But it's there, it's available for you to use if you need it.
And in terms of process of installation, so you install your board, and then what do you need? Do you have to put any type of coating on it, or is it basically ready for tile after you put the seams in?
So that's a great question. Yes, after the seams goes on, which is the waterproofing.
Yep.
And this is just one of the 4 waterproofing that we have. So to answer your question, once it gets to this point, you are ready for tile. There's nothing, or ready to set your tile. There's nothing else that needs to be put on it.
No red guard and anything like that is needed.
Nowhere except the waterproofing obviously is at seams and change of planes. So
perfect.
Over the entire area, no. So this is our twist cap. This base is a set base and it's for protection over the surface that you're actually using the clip on. So once this gets pressed up against that surface, you can continue to tighten down and this stays flat so it doesn't scratch the surface of the tile.
Can we see an example of it over here real quick?
Oh, certainly can. So it's got the squeeze caps for easy penetration, less turning, and as you can see, the base is not turning, just the twist cap itself putting pressure on the spacer.
So you have this portion, so it actually is easy to remove as well as install.
Yes. Easy install as well as uninstall.
That's pretty impressive.
And the ideal is for less twisting.
And you also have that base, so once it's fixated to that space, it's not going to turn on you afterwards, but it's still going to tighten.
That's correct. Once you can feel the pressure, this stops turning and just this.
That is really slick. And also reusable.
Yes, yes. These twist caps are reusable. The only thing that's not is the spacer itself.
There we go.
My name's Holden. I'm the lead hardscapes installation technical services representative for Mapei. So we have these different sizes here. We can go down to 3/8 of an inch. And then we have the small, medium, large, and then XL. And then the XL, you can add extensions.
How high can it go up to?
We can add extensions all the way up to 39 inches.
39 inches,
So
wow.
if you have a
Okay.
real high project that you need raised floors for, we got you covered.
There we go. And what makes your product unique in terms of the leveling process?
So the head itself is actually pretty unique because it has up to 5% slope accommodation, but we have this ring right here. So if you want to match the slope that's already on your substrate, you take the head off, you pop the ring right here, and then it becomes a fixed head and it does not move.
Yeah, so if you already have the correct slope below the surface, then you don't have to worry about the slope. You just set it and forget it because
Right.
it naturally sets to the position you need.
Right, it's going to match. If you fix the head, it's going to match what's down there. But if you leave it as it comes out of the box, it'll take that sloped surface and make it flat at the paver level.
That's really nice. And that's not, I haven't seen that before in these type of paver systems. That's
It's
really
very
nice.
helpful because a lot of them you have to shim the whole pedestal and try and make it whatever you need. This sort of compensates for you.
That is really nice. And these are all readily available?
Yes, it's all in stock now and you can order as you please.
What's your website?
Mapei.us.
So this is Tanzite Stone Decks. We have two different systems. We have a traditional hidden fastener style system and a tile system that looks like a patio up on your deck. So it doesn't scratch, it doesn't sun fade, fireproof. You can use chemical cleaners on it. It's not slippery when it's wet. The idea here is, depending on the look you're looking for, you would either go with the traditional style with the rain through, or this is a waterproof decking system. So second level balcony, entertaining area down below, this is what you're gonna use. The tile, how it works is you do a plywood deck, waterproof membrane, and then the tile simply sits on top of that. It's connected with PVC gaskets, very easy to do offsets, make different patterns. Comes with a foam backing that allows you to use it for interior flooring and landscaping as well. 8 colors in this collection, 3 wood grain, and then 5 different stone textures as well. And then in the traditional deck board style, you'll get 5 different colors in this style.
And how are you assembling these on a traditional frame structure?
So 12 or 16 inch on center framing, just like a regular deck. And then you're going to use hidden fastener style clips.
Okay, so you have your own designed hidden fastener clip system?
Exactly,
There we
yeah.
go. That's pretty sweet.
So they clip into the side of each board, secure down to the joists.
It just obviously seems like a much more durable product, but also much more weather resistant than your traditional
That's
type of
correct,
system.
yeah. So very good for hot, cold climates. Handles the humidity well, there's no expansion or contraction. You can use metal-based shovels, ice melts, chemical cleaners if you have it around your pool, totally fine. So yeah, it's meant to be the everyday use, but no maintenance, no uptake, all that kind of stuff.
What's your website?
www.tanzite.com.
So this is our version of joist tape. It's a little bit different. It's not adhesive, so you apply it with a tack or a staple, roll it out. It's got a nice wide drip edge, and the best thing about our joist tape is competitively priced. So our big thing is that joist tape is a best practice in deck construction, but at the moment the price makes it difficult or basically unaffordable.
Yeah, so this is your normal joist tape that we've seen for a very long time. But the nice thing that you did with this is that you have this is ridged, so there's actually a drainage premise for this, even if there's decking on top, right?
Increases ventilation as well, keeps water away from the sides, because even with adhesive tape, you're going to get that mold and rot eventually down the side. So this keeps all the water away from it.
Yeah, because it's so wide, right? Yeah, so it's truly dropping away from the lumber and protecting the lumber versus just draining down the lumber.
And with the price point too, it's turning it into a commodity, not a luxury. So it should be used on all decking, and it's our joist tape.
And is this readily available?
This will be really readily available in a couple of months. So this is our Tough Block Pro. So this is in the works. Again, builds on the original Tough Block, but you can now do 6x6, and you can also do ground anchors in it, and it's 20% stronger than the original as well.
Oh, so these are designed for ground anchors. If you want to actually make sure that it's stationary.
If you have an issue with uplift, it's now built into the block itself.
There we go. That's actually really nice. But you don't have to use those.
You do not have to use it. No, not at all. And again, you can still use them with this one. You just use them on the post or joist, but now we've built it into the block itself.
There we go. And this one's not readily available yet, but coming soon?
Not yet. Soon. So this is a two-part epoxy foam that's being used as a concrete replacement for posts, for fences, for decking. People may have seen the current foam in the market. Not the best product. This is it after a year and a half, and this is our product here. It's the same mix, same test tube. Difference is that ours doesn't shrink. It's a lot harder in terms of its
the density on this. Like I've felt foam before, but this is extremely dense.
Yep. So our background is in plastics, and we'll use some of that chemistry background with our fillers and additives to make sure it doesn't shrink. Also, we've added UV inhibitors, hence the charcoal versus the chemical yellow kind of color. Super strong. Means you can also dig a much smaller hole. The idea of this is it glues the post to the ground rather than trying to act as a dense counterweight. Great product.
So it's basically creating friction with the ground itself.
Yep.
Not
adhering that post to the ground and using the ground's natural advantages to basically glue that post in the ground.
Perfect. And what's your website?
BuiltTough.com.
Monoslab EZ Form is a insulation product for frost-protected shallow foundations. Allows you to form, insulate, and backfill all before the placement of concrete. Monoslab EZ Form matches IRC, IBC, and IECC energy code.
I mean, it's pretty ingenious because instead of actually forming up your foundational wall on that side, you're able just to lay those in place as long as you have a level surface, correct?
That's correct. With a level surface, this replaces the footer, stem wall, and concrete floor pour all in one process. So this is going to allow you to form, insulate, backfill, one pump, one time, condensing your foundation days to completion from more like 25 days down to 3 days.
Really?
Yeah.
Wow.
Game changer.
And it also seems like it can, it's good for draining moisture away from your house, correct?
That's correct. Because moisture is one of the components that actually creates frost in the ground, the building code will actually dictate that we need to eliminate susceptible temperatures inside the house and also eliminate moisture around the house. So with Monoslab EZ Form, all of the drainage comes down to this triangular shaped piece and exits away from the actual structure.
There we go. And is this readily available now?
It is. You can visit our website at monoslabezform.com.
There we go. Right there, check it out.
What we have here is a pre-made drywall corner. So it ships flat. There's an integrated bead. What we do is we route out to the paper face. We have this patented integrated bead in the center. So basically what you're doing is you're wrapping the corner around, you're screwing the sides, and you're done. Zero beads, zero mudding, zero taping. It is so much faster than doing mudding and taping and so much stronger. We've got videos where we're sending bowling balls at the metal beads with the plastic and it's exploding. So
And this is what it looks like right here.
Yeah, that's our 16 inch. We have two sizes, a 7 inch and a 16 inch. And I mean, it's going to not only save you time and money, but it's going to save you going back and repairing corners. And it's just, people are blown away.
How long do they come?
8 foot or 10 foot.
8 foot or 10 foot.
Yeah, we can do 12. We haven't done 12 yet, but if you wanted 12, we could do it.
And are they readily available now?
We're working on our distribution in the US, so we have a test at like some home centers, but that's really why we're here, is we're trying to grow our distribution. So we're reaching out to your contractors, builders, and telling them, hey, where do you buy your drywall? Who's supplying you? Let me put your name down, and I'll go to the suppliers with a list of 50 people and say, hey, these guys saw this product at the show, they would buy it tomorrow. But to ship it's tough, it's a big product. So we got to deal in pallets for now. So talk to your distributors, tell them you want them to carry Cleanco corners. It's www.cleancoconstruction.com.
And one more question for you.
Sure.
Does it only accommodate 90-degree corners, or can it accommodate other ones?
It'll do any angle you want.
Okay.
And it's actually starts at like an 87 degree. So if your studs aren't straight or whatever, that was the first revision that we did, because people, we did it at 90 and guys were calling us saying, hey, I can't use this, my studs are bent. So all that stuff's been thought through. You can do a 130, you can do an inside corner if you want.
There we go. So, amazing. You guys thought of everything.
That's it.
What's the website again?
Cleancoconstruction.com.
As you can see, there was quite the amazing lineup of construction materials throughout the entire Orlando Convention Center. Now, the next segment is going to be more fitting for finished goods in the residential space. There are numerous items here that I wouldn't consider construction materials, more the finished items that you would love to see in your own home in some fashion, which is what we're going to go through now.
Hi, I'd like to show you our Door Saver 3. We use your existing hinge and hinge pin and simply installs this easily, totally adjustable. The difference in our door stop is that it does not contact your door or your trim. It's literally metal on metal working off of your hinge and totally adjustable this easily. Just slide this up, adjust in increments 22.5 degrees. You can change your opening to wherever it needs to set. Just that easy, available in 9 different colors, 9 different finishes, all the most popular finishes. You can find us at doorsaver.com.
Yeah, I mean, you have a perfect array of colors based upon your needs. And the fact that it is hinging off of the actual hinge itself, it's not actually touching the trim or the door, is a really nice feature.
Absolutely.
And what is your website again?
Doorsaver.com. You can find all of our products and lots of information on our products.
This is our new and improved. It's a beautiful concealment nightstand. Put it right next to your bed. It comes in all of our wood types and all of our stains. It is...
Which is how many, approximately?
Oh man, we got 7 to 8 different wood types and 4 to 5 different finishes. And we're debating on this. I'd love some feedback from your audience. Would you ever order a nightstand that was unfinished? Would you ever do that? Would you do that personally?
I would. Yeah.
You would?
Especially if I'm trying to match an existing wood in the bedroom. Or
yeah, if we can get you your wood and then you can match whatever stain you wanted or color.
Yep.
Yeah, all right. Well, we'll see. We'll see if we offer that.
There we go.
Yeah. So this is actually an existing product already, but what we've done is we modified how you can actually unlock the door. It's a magnet sensor. So right now you have an electromagnetic lock, but when you come over here, pick up this magnet is literally what unlocks the mag lock.
Oh, just by picking it up?
So you can put that in anything. You can literally put it in a candlestick, you can put it in anything. Then when you want to lock it back up, you put that back in place, it locks.
And now you can go to it and it won't come apart because that's positioned right
just
there.
because that magnet's on there.
That's pretty slick. Yeah, I mean, you could basically put that anywhere within the room.
Dude, there's so many cool things. Actually, our buddy that owns
is
a bunch
it a
of
sensor or is it a wire?
It's a sensor.
Okay.
So our buddy that runs a ton of escape rooms, he uses very similar sensors to this, where you have to do certain things in order to get out of a room. We offer those sensors now. You can have an escape room in your house.
There we go. Watch out. Here it comes. And is this readily available now?
Yeah, no, not yet. But
Not
it
yet.
will be. It will be on murphydoor.com within a week or two.
Okay, there we go. Check it out.
Welcome, this is Clean Cut Bath. We do modifications to existing bathtubs. So the cost to tear out a tub to put in a shower typically ranges in that $10,000 to $20,000 range. We have a solution fully installed for $1,800 to $2,000, or you can buy the DIY kits for just several hundred. So typically you can save about 90%, and products can be installed on fiberglass, acrylic, steel, even cast iron tubs for a fraction of the cost, and the great part is a fraction of the time. Products can be installed in just 2 to 3 hours.
Yeah, so how do you install it? Like, what's the proper steps?
Sure, so the steps, when you get a kit, it comes with the cutting template. You can apply that to the tub. We talk about the different ways to cut the different substrate tubs. Once the section's cut out, it's great. You just take a template of the tub that you have, capturing all the curves and ridges and design features. You transfer that pattern right onto the product itself.
Okay, right on there.
And you cut it out. Cut it out with a jigsaw so that when the product is put back onto the tub, it covers all of your cut lines and it's a nice clean look. Before you put the product on the tub, we include an adjustable box structure that actually goes on the inside underneath the tub so that the product is fully supported from where you're putting your foot all the way to the subfloor.
Okay,
and then as part of that last step, we include the adhesives that go both on the inside of the product as well as around the entire perimeter to give it a nice finished look that holds everything together really nicely.
Amazing.
Yeah.
So, and you also have the option to still use it as a tub even if you cut into it, correct?
Absolutely. We call that model the convertible model. Installation is completely the same. Everything features a non-slip pad right on the product itself.
There's a gasket on all the
way
across.
We have a double bulb seal gasket that's actually glued into place. And once that product is put back in, we have brass fittings. This is a 4-start quick turn knob that once it's applied, it takes about 4 turns. And this completely pushes that bulb seal down, and it's watertight and can be used as a full watertight bath.
There we go. And what's your website?
Thank you. It's cleancutbath.com.
This is Luxury Events. We're here at the International Builder Show. It's pre-primed. You can paint over it wallpaper. It's very easily removed. Comes with 4 magnets. It's made of triple fiber cement board. You come over down here. We have exhaust fans. Same way, easily removed. Put it up in your bathrooms. We have a permanent line if you ever don't need to access anything. And we also have an access panel. It's all made out of the same triple fiber cement board.
Oh, this pops out sort of thing?
Just pops out very easily. Same way, 4 magnets. And we have over 30 standard sizes, and we do customs as well.
Yeah, because I mean we've all seen the unsightliness of a wall vent, but then it just gives you the nice flush look. And
Exactly.
then, so how is it installed? Is it just drywall, mud, and tape?
So if you look over here, this would be our supply with a damper in the back that you can adjust the airflow. But it's all the removables are the same, metal covers around. You screw in drywall over it, and you have that same flush look down there, and you can customize it however you want.
Yeah, but you generally recommend a taping around it, correct?
Exactly.
Like with a drywall
So
tape?
Down here, there's drywall tape. You can see the steps from here to the flush mount finish.
There we go. And what's your website?
LuxuryEvents.com.
This is the new Lennox SLP 99V furnace. It's 99% efficient, meaning it's the most efficient gas furnace in the industry. So it's 99% efficient in converting natural gas to heat for your home. It's also fully modulating, which means it can ramp up and down in 1% intervals to be able to heat your home at whatever precise level it needs to be heated. It's variable speed fan as well, so it'll consistently modulate, keeping your home at a consistent temperature as well.
And all that based upon like this small compact unit, because this is very small in comparison to most furnace.
That's right. Yep. This is a small compact cabinet, the smallest compact cabinet in the industry at 33 inches tall. And they widen in ranges, maybe get a little bit wider depending on the heat output as well. But yes, definitely heat your home with one of these no matter the square footage.
And what is the what's the BTU difference, like or span?
Yeah, of course. So our entry-level BTU rating furnace starts at 70,000 BTU, and then it goes up to 135,000 BTUs.
There we
as
go.
well. And a few sizes in there in between.
And is this unit readily available now?
It is. Yep, it's readily available now. It's out in the market. You can talk to any of your Linux dealers. They'd be happy to give you a price and talk to you about a new SLP 99V.
And what's the website?
And you can go to linux.com for more information.
Hey, I'm Camille here at Aqua Water Systems with Brent showing you our new Aqua house hydrant and mixing valve. So you may have seen our Aqua house hydrant, which is a stainless steel frost-free outdoor faucet that you connect hoses to in less than a second. You just plug in the garden hose like that. The garden hose stays attached here. And then you unplug it just like that. That stops the water, automatically drains and winterizes the system. What's new for this year is our stainless steel outdoor mixing valve. So this lets you add hot water to your typically cold water outdoor faucet. So you change the temperature out here, you can leave it preset anywhere you want it, and that's perfect for an outdoor shower, washing the dog, washing your car. Same exact system, where you plug it in a second, you got your outdoor shower, and then you winterize in less than a second too, just by unplugging it. You walk away, no one can mess with your water, and then that's all you see on the side of your house.
Yeah, it's nice that you guys actually have those accessories so you can make it very easy built-in outdoor shower if need be.
Exactly, exactly.
And is this product readily available now?
The mixing valve is coming out in June. Our house hydrants are available now.
Okay. And there was also some insulation properties that are pretty good about this in terms of freezing, correct?
That's right, yeah. So you'll notice it's all stainless steel. So unlike a typical bathroom shower mixer or some other outdoor hot and cold hose bibs, ours is all marine grade 316L stainless steel. You hook up the hot and cold lines, and then you just run the mixed line out to your bib, your hydrant, whatever fixture you want to use.
Perfect.
Yeah.
And what's your website?
aquawatersystems.com.
Yes, this is a coating that can go over top of shingles that either have been damaged or that they're old and need to be replaced to extend that lifing and versus tearing off. Or if you have an insurance damage claim, let's say it's a $30,000 replacement, you could take, and they give you $10,000, well then you can do this instead of having to dish out all that extra money. But it's a urethane base, it's a product that can be sprayed on with an airless, it can also be rolled on, and it is replyable as well. So in 10 years or so you want to refresh it, you can do that as well.
Now, is there any prep involved to the existing asphalt shingles before you apply? Like, do you have to scrape it off or pressure wash it off?
No, because the only thing you'd want to make sure is you don't have any mold, things
Or
like
moss.
that, or moss, excuse me, not mold, but moss that needs to be taken off. But you can't power wash because you'll end up power washing off and degrade your roof even more by doing that. So
yeah, that's what I figured. That's
and it needs to be dry, and that's it.
And it comes in multiple different colors as well?
It is tintable.
Basically,
There's some more
tintable to whatever your needs are.
Correct. The company that is our distributor is based out of Minnesota, and they handle all the warranty type questions.
Okay, perfect. And what's your website?
So our website is oakridgepoly with 1L.com.
There you go. Check it out.
So this is Lunal, and lighting doesn't have to be difficult. We condense lighting into one bundle of product and service to make amazing room-to-room transitions possible.
So this is basically you're walking into a room and the lighting turns on automatically?
We can predictively light space based on home patterns. We use a sensor in wall, no microphone, no camera, no internet, no Wi-Fi required, and we compute on edge activity patterns to then predictively light spaces that you will be in next. And we do this with a spatial context and awareness of the layout of your home, and that is completely different. It's a fundamentally different approach of spatial understanding from all other players in the market today. Your home, this most intimate space, should be spent that time should be spent with family, unbroken, like free of distraction of technology. Shouldn't be a burden where you interrupt those moments to look at an ad. We want to go to a seamless experience where your home feels natural and supports your circadian behavior. So that lighting is a huge element in shaping how we feel, how we rest, sleep, perform. That is a layer that to achieve that you need an integrated approach. And so we sell a whole home package which does that.
There we go. And obviously this is more for new construction, correct?
This is for new construction and total renovation, as long as we have access to wiring. It's a low voltage hardwired system, 0 latency.
And is this readily available for people to go out and research to do their own home?
Yeah, you can see more at lunal.io.
So we are at IBS 2026, not to brag about it, what you're looking at here, but this is being selected as the top 50 products to be seen, must see, at IBS 2026 at Orlando. So what you're looking at here is a Garaventa lift Savaria Luma. So Luma is a through-the-floor home lift, which go 2-stop. So what you're looking at is for residential. And the cool thing is minimal construction needed. So unlike the conventional home elevator, which require a pit or a shaftway,
This massive unit over here is a huge
it's a
residential unit that conventional, right?
Right, conventional, right? You don't require like a construction that prepare the site or your home to put in a home elevator, because this is the thing, sitting on the floor and then cut the hole in the ceiling, then it will take you up to the second level. So we are talking about minimal construction, and for installation properly, we are looking at less than 1 day.
Less than 1 day?
Yep.
Wow. To have and what type of electrical requirements do you need?
So plug and play, you can see, we just plug in this thing in a normal 220 watts. It's a wire drum system.
So all it takes is a standard 220 to get it up and running. And what is your website?
It's www.garaventalift.com. It shows here.
This is AutoHot. AutoHot is an on-demand hot water recirculation system. So what it's designed to do is to reduce or eliminate the wait for hot water at the farthest fixture in your house. It's an easy retrofit, and let me show you how it works. So we have this small pump and a little controller, and we install this over at your water heater, okay? And what this pump is designed to do is to deliver the hot water from the heating source, AKA your water heater, to the farthest end of your plumbing line. So this is, let's say this is your master bathroom sink and it's clear at the other end of your house, let's say it's 100 feet away. We install the under sink crossover valve. So now whenever you want hot water, you just hit a little wireless button or walk in front of a little motion detector, and that turns that pump on at your water heater. Now it's sending hot water through your line very fast. Within about 30 to 60 seconds, hot water reaches the end of the line, and this sends a wireless signal back to the pump to turn off. So it's on demand, it never runs when you don't need it to, so if you're not at home, if you're at work or on vacation, it's never running and doing wear and tear on your plumbing or wasting energy, causing your water heater to kick on. So it's the most energy efficient recirculation system that's available today.
And that's why you're not actually wasting water, is because it's circulating into your cold water line until it reaches to a certain temperature.
Correct, yes. We are creating circulation just using your existing hot and cold water lines. But again, our little sensor here is only looking for about a 6-degree rise in temperature before it turns the pump off, because that 6-degree rise indicates that your 120-degree water is just a few seconds behind it.
Yep.
So we prevent the hot water from crossing over into your cold water line. So that's kind of the key. What else can I tell you about it? It's an easy retrofit. You don't need power under the sink. A good handy person or a plumber can install it within about 30 minutes. And it doesn't matter what kind of plumbing system you have or what kind of water heater you have. It's a very simple retrofit.
And what's your website?
AutoHotUSA.com.
There we go, check it out.
This is our new high-tech pet power pet roll-up door. So only the pets that are wearing the collars are going to be able to get in and out of the door. So they're going to approach the door. It's going to open up automatically for them. Once they pass through the door, it's going to close and deadbolt lock, so raccoons and intruders cannot lift up the flap.
So it actually locks in place, so you can't actually lift it up.
Yes, it locks in place and the motor drives itself down, so besides the deadbolt, the motor's actually pushing it down as well. So no one's going to be able to get into there. It's basically breakable proof. I mean, we've thrown bricks at it.
Yeah, what is this made of? It's definitely not...
It's a polycarbonate.
Yeah.
Yeah. And then you can power the door on either side. So if you want to run power on the bottom, you can do that. You can run the doors on optional battery. If you have, you can also set your sensors here. So if you have a family that has a dog that wants to go out and a cat that wants to stay in, you can set it so the dog's only going to activate the door when it's right in front of the door. Or you can turn it all the way up and it's going to pick them up about 10 to 15 feet away. So if you have the dogs that are running at the door, they're not going to crash into it or anything like that.
Yep.
You can have sensors on here that you can turn off. So if you don't want them to go out anymore, now the inside sensor's off, they can't go outside. If you turn off the outside sensor, vice versa, they won't be able to come back into the house. And all of this is now controlled on a free Wi-Fi app on your phone. You can download the app for free. You can control everything I just showed you there. You can hold the door open. You can set timers. So if you don't want your dog going, you only want them out from like 8 a.m. to 6 p.m. 6 p.m. the door shuts off. They can't get out any longer. And like I said, the best part about it is if 4 in the morning dogs are barking, you can just hit the app and let the dogs out and go back to sleep. And if you do have customers that are worried about extra security, we do provide you with a free flap for extra security.
There we go. Yep. Perfect. And you have units for doors as well as walls and so forth?
Yep. For a wall install, it'd be the same look on the inside. You would just get an aluminum wall tunnel here that is nice little framing for the pets. And you're flashing on the outside. And that's just what the inside would look like. And then all sizes also come in a patio model.
There we go. And these are readily available now?
Ready available now. And you can get them at hightechpet.com.
There we go.
I'm a man that loves a good demonstration, especially when it comes to demonstrating a product that might help you fix something in your own home. There are a lot of material-related products at this show, but one of the unique things is that there are a number of booths here strictly keeping to mind that you may need to fix the building materials that you already have on your home. Case in point, why the next segment is just fix-it items.
This is a rust converter. It's completely water-based, 100%. You can apply it. It's do not leave only finish, so you can paint over it. You never seen something like this.
So you don't have to abrade the surface at all. It literally
nothing.
You apply it to the surface, it automatically removes the rust, and it's water-based, so it doesn't leave an oily finish?
Yeah, nothing. So we can paint over it. What you need is just a brush and our rust converter. That's all. And your rust are gone.
And so you can paint directly over it because it's not an oily finish.
Yes, of course.
Yeah, that's pretty impressive. And is this readily available in the States?
Yes, all the States.
And what is your website?
Our website is composite.com USA.
Thank you.
So what we've got here is 2 different products by Abitron. We do an epoxy system for patching and restoring anywhere you've got rotted wood. This is a 100% reactive product, so there's no solvents or water in this. It's basically going to catalyze itself. So once this hardens, it'll basically be a solid plastic material. So you want to stir together A and B very thoroughly. You end up with a material that's basically like the consistency of almost like a motor oil. And this is going to soak in anywhere the wood is rotted, spongy, or soft. So you want to do multiple coats and allow that to penetrate. And once that penetrates into the wood, it's going to harden to a solid plastic. So that's like step number 1. If you've got rotted wood, you treat it with the liquid wood. And after you do multiple coats of that, what you would do is move on and patch and fill in using our wood epox product. So wood epox, it's another 2-part epoxy. It's part A and part B. And you just take equal parts of the 2 components.
Doesn't have to be exactly accurate.
Again, it does, yeah, correct. And you just want to mash that together until it's all one color. And this is going to become your wood filler. And just like the liquid wood, there's no solvents or water or anything that shrinks out of the epoxy. So it's going to give you a true permanent adhesion to the wood. And it just takes a few seconds to mix this up.
Just so it's one continuous color.
Correct. If you flatten it out, you don't want to see any streaks of the white like you've got here. So you want to keep mixing until it's all one uniform beige color. And just like that, now you've got your wood putty or your wood filler that's going to be used to patch and fill in any of those chunks of wood that are missing.
And that will harden basically like wood, and you can get to the point where you can screw into it, is correct?
Correct. So this will take about 2 or 3 hours to set up and get completely hard. And then once it does, you can come back and you can sand it. You can see this has been sanded. We even put it on a router. You can paint it or stain it just like wood. You can put small nails and screws into it. And you can use this in really large applications, or you can feather it down into really small applications. So any size repair, these are structural, non-shrinking, two-part epoxies. So they're great for anywhere you've got to make exterior repairs to wood.
There we go. And what's your website?
uccoatings.com is where you can find all the information on these products.
Hey, these are this is a pressed-on Instaback fastener. It'll allow you to join boards between studs, and it'll also be real handy for repairs. I can show you on a repair here. You'll slide this clip in like so. You'll run a self screw through there. It'll all you don't need no measuring and nothing. Just come in here, get your screw in there, put your replacement piece in, run you another screw in here, and then just wiggle. These tabs will break. They break 1/8 of an inch below your board surface, and you just wiggle them off and snap. So this is what you end up with. This is a nice, sturdy repair.
And is this basically in areas where you don't meet up with a stud? Is that
Well,
correct?
you can here. If you go past the stud, yes, you can run 3 to the 4 foot edge and keep on rolling. These 2 little tabs will actually pull that board in about 2 to 3 degrees, just enough to get your tape in your mud, and you won't look down a long wall, and you eliminate all your ridges and crowns.
So technically, you only need 3 per 4 foot
That's
piece?
correct. Yep,
Okay.
and they can be used in the walls and the ceilings and for repairs.
And you have a couple different clips.
Yeah,
correct?
we have the cornerback. That's what we started with, is a pressed-on cornerback, and it's actually pressed onto the board, goes onto the drywall first, like so. And that's hard fastened on there. And then you attach that up here to your top plate. It goes in between your top and your bottom plate, so you get a nice uniform ceiling all the way around. We eliminate all that dead wood up top.
Yeah, this just shows exactly how it lays in, nice and flush.
And your sidewall sheet's going to come and cover that clip up. We're going to also use them in the corners. We're going to eliminate T-posts at our partitions. We're going to put a full vat of insulation in there. We're going to eliminate all our non-structural studs in our corners. And the nice thing is, too, we're joining 2 pieces of drywall to 1 stud, so if we get any irregularity or any movement, we're going to eliminate our corner cracks as well. And they work great for truss uplift. If you guys have problems with truss uplift, what we're doing is we're attaching our clip to the top plate and not to the truss at the partition. We come out here 18 to 24 inches with our first row of screws. That truss can move up on you all day long. It's not going to pull that board up with you.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
And what's your website?
Preston.com. PREST-ON.com.
This is Exact Color. It's designed to be tinted in the field on the job site to give you an exact match. You can see the types of matches that you can make, and I'll show you how it works. So you get this whole kit. It comes with your tube of sealant and a few other things. So the first thing is we gotta dump out all the contents. So once you get it open, you're gonna cut the tip off the top of the cartridge because we're gonna actually add our paint right to this. One tip is I do like to kind of give it a couple taps before I open it, just to make sure that I'm not gonna get a big explosion of caulking out the top.
Yeah, doesn't spew out on you.
That's right. So you can see there's a little air there. I'll give it another tap or 2. At this point, I'm gonna tint to a nice blue here. This will be the final product. So I take the syringe from my pack, and I'm gonna grab 20 milliliters of this paint. And you can see I grabbed a little extra. It's okay. I'll just shoot some back out. And we can add this straight to the cartridge. So I'm gonna just put the syringe in.
And no matter what paint it is, it just needs to be 20 milliliters?
It has to be water-based paint. So Exact Color is water-based. So if you try to add an oil-based paint, oil and water don't mix, right? So it won't be good. So at this point, you can literally just shake the paint in by hand, and you can see how quickly it's already going in, right? We do recommend that you shake for about a minute to get this fully mixed in. And you know, with a color like blue, it's pretty easy to see if it's fully mixed in or not. Whereas, you know, if it's an off-white, just time yourself and shake for a minute to make sure that it's really in there. But look how good we're getting that, right? I mean, it's working its way through. So we'll get a few more seconds.
Yeah, because it doesn't start out as thick as normal caulk does, correct? It starts out pretty thin.
That's right. I doubt you can hear it on the video, but I can actually hear it sloshing around in here. It's not quite water bottle thin, but there is kind of a swishing sound. And that will go away in a second when we add the thickener, okay? So this is purposefully thin so that you can get the paint mixed in. Now I feel like I'm pretty well mixed. You can see it's a nice homogeneous color here. I'm gonna tap it again to make sure I get some air to rise to the top. Pull the cap off. This is good. We've got a nice little spot to add the thickener. So I'm gonna open that up and just squeeze the whole tube in. Cap it and shake one more time. And you may be tempted to stop shaking about now, because now I don't hear the sloshing anymore. It feels like it's thickened up in there. But you want to keep shaking for a full minute to make sure that that thickener works the whole way through and it fully bodies up the caulking. Once you're done shaking, you want to wait about 30 minutes, but your final product will end up being a nice caulking, right? So we'll take the cap off, we'll put the nozzle on, cut it down to whatever you want, and that's the color caulking that you'll get out of it.
Which will just perfectly match whatever it is, whether it's trim, whether it's cabinetry in your kitchen, so forth.
Yeah, I mean, it'll be a perfect match to your paint. One note, you know, just like most water-based paints, they go on a little dark and then they dry down to the right color. It'll be the same thing with exact color. So when you're first putting it on, it might look slightly off, but then it'll dry down perfect.
And what's your website?
Sashco.com.
After 3 long days of walking inside a convention center, we finally make it outside in the outdoor area. There's a few unique booths here, but the majority of the booths outside are just pre-manufactured homes, although I do finally get a moment to rest my feet and enjoy some sun. But that's shortly lived because I want to actually see what's inside of all these unique booths. And a couple of them caught my eye, which is why I created the last segment of this video, which is exterior building elements.
Welcome to Bush Tech Safari. We are luxury tent manufacturers. Our factory is based in South Africa. We provide tented solutions to residential areas, people who want to get into short-term rentals, Airbnb. We are now supplying a lot of hotels and resorts.
And how big is this unit right now?
The unit we are in is 450 square foot. Bush Tech offers full turnkey designs where we make these custom kitchenettes and cabinetry. Partition walls that are designed specifically for our tents.
Even fully equipped for shower and bathroom.
Yep, a full bathroom with shower, toilet. We design these vanities. We have customers put plunge pools in the back or hot tubs.
Saunas.
You can do a sauna.
There we go.
They are made for all climates, all 4 seasons. And they are meant to last. So we've had tents up in Africa over 25 years. They don't come down. They're really meant to stay up so that guests can book year after year.
And you have super tiny tents, but also massive tents
Yes,
along the way.
Yes, we do. We offer customization options. We have an engineer team and an architect, so we can design small, more camping, adventurous tents to 10,000 plus square foot tents.
That's amazing.
Yeah.
And what, for the unit we're in right now, what's the general price point for just the tent?
So for a luxury tent, the entry point's about $14,000.
Okay, there we go.
Yeah.
And what's your website?
bushtechsafari.com, and we are on Instagram, bushtechsafari USA. No, here it is.
This is Argard Fast Flash and Argard Air Dam from Proseco. And so what we're showing here, this is a Category 2 hurricane that's going on in this box right now. And we're keeping the water out. So our contention is that you want to treat the rough opening. You want to use this red product here called Fast Flash and treat the entire rough opening. You're creating a waterproof box to put your window into. And the key component to that whole thing is that it's water vapor transmission rate. It basically dries out over time. So it can be applied to a damp surface and then it will dry out over time. The other piece of the puzzle, the white product, is called Air Dam, and that's the meeting the window frame and the rough opening together to keep that water out of the building. So we're standing obviously on the inside of the building today, and that Category 2 hurricane is blowing and raining on the inside. And as you can see here, we're keeping all the water out of the building.
There we go. And so what you're doing here is you're implementing your product around all of the window sills, all the door
right.
openings and so forth.
Yeah, our products, you detail the entire rough opening. They come real easy to use in sausage format. You gun it out and spread it with a really expensive applicator tool like a Bondo spreader, and you're just knocking it down. And again, you've now created a waterproof box to put that window or door into, and it's immediately waterproof when you put it down.
And you're still doing your traditional Tyvek house wrap and so forth.
We've got details to tie those things together for those folks that don't want to do a full liquid applied system. We do have a detail that shows how you combine those things together. Again, we'd like to treat that rough opening with the Fast Flash and the Air Dam, and then use Air Dam to wet set that Tyvek into, and then also lap over top of it.
There we go. And what's your website?
Oh, proseco.com.
Hey everybody, how we doing? My name's AJ from Redwood Outdoors. This is our 4-person cabin sauna. We're based out of Seattle, but we ship all over the continental US. The difference in our saunas and some of the other saunas that you're going to find online is we use a really thick 1.5 inch piece of wood. We use a heat-treated hemlock as well, so it's something that's going to last a long time. It's going to be weather and rot resistant. All of our saunas come with shingles as well to protect you against the elements. All of our saunas are DIY kits, so it's going to be something that's going to take you an afternoon to build. It took me 2.5 hours to build this one in here on Monday.
See, that's what drew me to this, is because it's more like a Lego set where you're literally
Correct.
just putting one on top of the other, on top of the other, all the way
It's
up.
sort of, we call it Lincoln Long style. It's all just sort of stacks on top of each other. There's not a lot of hardware necessary. It's really just getting into the flow of stacking things on top of each other. It goes together really easy, looks really great. And with that, you have that sort of health wellness at home. It's an easy build, really easy and cost effective as well, using the hemlock that we use. And it's something that you can add to your backyard, add inside as well. This is one of our outdoor units, but we also do indoor units too. We also do cold plunges, so we can do the sort of fire and ice, hot and cold therapy as well. We have barrels, we have cubes. They range from 1 to 8 people. Got something for everybody.
And what kind of heating elements do you generally use?
So we use electric heaters for all of our saunas. We use Harvia for the most part. They're sort of the gold standard as far as sauna heaters go. They've been making them in Finland for about 75 years now. So they're all 220 volt, range from 30 to 50 amps, have max temperatures of about 195 degrees, and all of them you can pour water onto the rocks and generate steam as well. So you can sort of adjust what your sauna cycle looks like based on how much water you put onto those rocks.
There we go. And what's your website?
redwoodoutdoors.com.
We are the business called Chic Shed. All wooden shed, comes in one pallet, easy to assemble.
And what is it made out of?
It's all made out of spruce, comes from Scandinavia.
And it's just flat pack shipped to
It's
you.
a flat pack, one pallet. It's a big pallet, but once you get it, it's easy to build. This will typically take, a cabin like this will be 2 guys, a weekend project. Can be done nice and easy. Comes with everything you see. The wood, the windows, The doors, the only thing we don't supply is the roof covering, because that's a color thing and you want to match that to the house, so we don't supply that. But the rest, as you see it, all comes down. So nothing is glued, nothing is anchored down. It's all free floating, and then inside we have our wind strip system that you anchor from the top and the bottom, so it holds everything together.
Okay.
And then on the rafters for the roof, those are nailed down also to the last. So it ties everything together, so it's a real sturdy cabin.
And there's different versions too,
There's different models, yeah. So we have over 200 models to choose from. We keep 8 models in stock.
And what is this general price point between?
Yeah, so for one like this, retail price will be about $10,000 delivered to your place. So we take care of the shipping.
Okay.
So because since it's a more specialized shipping, we like to control it from A to Z. So to get that last mile something is quite an experience. So we take care of it. We got specialized transporters lined up. And
you tell the quality immediately, but also the easeability. It's basically adult Lincoln logs.
Exactly. it's an IKEA or Lego kit, however you want to call it. But yeah, the only thing you need to start is a level platform. We suggest a concrete slab. 4 inches is more than enough. And then from there, you make sure you start level and square, and it builds, as I said, 2 days, 2 guys, you're done.
And where can you find it? What's your website?
So website is www.schicksheds.com.
I've seen a lot of carports before, but I've never seen a carport designed with solar panels in mind. What is this?
Actually, this system is fully modular, so you can make every size, every form. So you can also use solar panels, you can use glass on it, you can use sheet metal on it, polycarbonate, whatever. So you can make every size because it's modular. So there is also no need of CNC handling on the profiles. What you do is cut them on length and make your own size of carports. So it's also modular with the veranda system, what we have. So it has, it's one system with multifunctional apply of it. So carport, verandas, those kind of.
Yes, because it can be custom size. It can be something more like a pergola size, but it can be something much larger, like also, a carport over here.
Yeah.
Okay, there we go.
So you can also add on. So you can make multi carports on a row, for example. So.
And is this product readily available in the United States yet?
Actually, we have no distributor yet, but we already sent some products to the US, yeah. So we can also do the ready project if the projects are big. So we can make customized size. We can make customized size on your polar panels actually. So it's fully modular and you can cut it on size and apply on site actually.
And what's your website?
Our website is alifem at.
Hi guys, my name is Okalani and it's all possible with GrowTrax. It's a 3-in-1 grass seed fertilizer and mulch roll. You simply just roll it out, water it, and grass grows. It has grass seed and fertilizer in between 2 layers of biodegradable material, so that is how it is possible. We offer it in a 500, 100, 200, and 500 square foot rolls. We're located at Lowe's, Home Depot, Walmart, Menards, directly online and on Amazon. You can find us there, and yeah.
And so my question is why do something like this in comparison to sod or even throwing out your own grass seed?
Yeah, I'll answer it in 2 separate parts. With sod, sod comes with in a 500 square foot pallet. but you'll need a pickup truck, if that, or big heavy equipment. This is 16 pounds. Your grandma could probably carry it if you wanted her to.
How many square feet is that?
500 square foot, so it's
Wow.
comparable to a whole pallet of sod. And it takes about 2 people to just roll it out one time, staple it in. It does have, similar to sod netting, we understand that water isn't always available on site, so you can staple it in. It'll protect it from the wind, the birds, and then you can always water it in after installation. As far as the loose seed and straw method, you're going to have to trust that that spreader and the guy installing the seed knows what they're doing. You know, sometimes the wind, the spreader isn't always the best method, and then they're going to have to go back after everything's spread in, put the straw down. It just is a lot more labor intensive, whereas this is just an all-in-one solution, super easy to just roll out, staple it in, and water it as you go.
And I'm assuming because there's some type of membrane to this that it holds moisture better than traditional methods?
Correct. It does hold 6 times its weight in moisture, so you can typically water it depending obviously on your climate and sun to shade ratio. We recommend 2 to 3 times a day. The first 3 weeks are going to be crucial, like anything, once that seed starts to germinate, and then you can slowly taper it down to 1 to 2 times a day, just depending on your climate.
And what's your website?
At growtrax.com. That's growtrax.com.
Hello, my name is Ivan. I'm here from Evozone, and we have some very unique structures, something that this market has not really seen much. This is a new product. As you can see, oftentimes you walk around the States and everything is the same. Every house looks the same. Airbnbs, they all look the same, and if you just walk around, even this show, every house is like a big box, and this is really something that's out of the box, right? And we're very happy and proud to finally get into US market. We've been in 8 countries prior to coming here. We've been all the way from Saudi Arabia, Qatar, France, Germany, Netherlands, Serbia, etc. So we're predominantly Europe, and now finally coming into United States.
And where are they built?
They're currently manufactured in Serbia. Our goal is to get a manufacturing start going by the end of the year here in the United States. Our Serbian factory is kind of like getting its capacity, and we want something to produce to be able to cover this entire side of the world.
And what size is the unit that we're in right now?
This particular unit is 355 square feet. We do have multiple models. We have the same size, just the fully glass model, which is our flagship unit. And we do create custom sizes. We created before for some shows, restaurants, and museums. The largest one that we created was 3,000 square feet, but we can go as large as we want, whatever the client's needs are. So we are designers, we have a studio, engineers, and so we're here to kind of like turn people's dream into reality. And so it's definitely something that that we do with the structures. And
I'm assuming these panels come pre-assembled at some point. Like, are these squares pre-assembled and come out to you?
Yes, those are pre-assembled. So we send the kit and we put together on site these units. These comes pre-assembled. The panels up there, they're not walls.
So the installation time should be pretty minimal for the most part, right?
So we work with each individual client before we actually manufacture the unit and send it. We try to find out where your land is, and we work with you to find out what the wind load is there, what's the snow load, what's the climate, what's the humidity, because we need to, like in certain cases, this installation is okay for continental climate, but if you were to go to some harsher areas like mountains and similar, we need a higher installation. So we pre-build those in, but before we actually build the unit, we need to know these kinds of things.
And what is a unit like this cost, just the structure?
This one for the show we sell at $175, but the retail is $200,000, and it's just an empty unit, right? The interior and everything else you can build on your own, or we provide also a turnkey solution for additional $100,000 where we put it all together, we bring the crew, we furnish it, we design it, we set it up, and we give you a key, you're ready to go.
There we go. And what's your website?
Our website is evozone.com. It's spelled E as in Edward, V as in Victor, O-Z-O-M-E.
And that, my friends, is my full experience at IBS 2026. Hope you guys actually enjoyed this lengthy video. If you actually watched this entire 2-hour-long video, please let me know what your favorite product was that you saw in this video. There's so much to see, and I don't know sometimes exactly what will intrigue everyone. I know what will intrigue me, but I always find it extremely valuable from knowing what you, the audience, found interesting and intriguing with all these different types of products. Thank you so much for all the time and support along the way. I absolutely love doing these lists and seeing what's new and innovative in the industry, but also know that I have a link in the video description that will take you to all the websites seen in this video. So hopefully that helps. If you're watching this on TV, here's a QR code to that website to make it even easier. Hopefully I'll see all of you beautiful sexy beasts at next year's show in Las Vegas, and also know if you do see me walking around, make sure you can say hi. I always love to see a fan. But till then, thanks for watching.